Welcome back. Welcome home.
We're back, baby.
You got me kind of like messed up here, man.
This is the first for us.
Because you told me last week you told me there's a surprise.
If you're looking right now on YouTube, you're going to see there's a third
You
mic.
said there's a surprise guest.
We have a surprise guest today.
I don't know what that means.
All right. So I'm going to go get them now.
I'm scared.
So you just wait.
I feel like I'm about to get like an intervention or something.
What? It's a gift.
Okay.
It's a gift.
You got keys? You're good?
Be right back, okay?
All right, dude. Should I just keep talking?
Yeah, just keep talking.
Okay, I got you.
Tell me how you feel today.
Dude, I'm feeling pretty dang good. I'm not going to lie. There goes Dave. Guys, let's have a one-on-one. You know, life's been pretty good. Your boy's still in love. He's thriving. Business is booming. Keeping busy, you know. Also putting in that work in the gym, you know. Just working on Mikey, dude. I feel like the pieces, like I said last time, the pieces have been puzzled together. And like now it's just I just gotta have my foot on the gas slowly and like just keep cruising along life, you know, and just making those right turns, following the GPS, not missing it, not zoning out and missing a turn, almost hitting someone, you know, just chilling, just keep going through. And that's been my life, you know. I hope everything's been going well with you guys. If you're still listening and, you know, you've been a listener for a while, thank you. We really appreciate it. I don't know who we're going to have on today, but I'm sure it's going to be a great conversation because that's just how we do it, man. Sometimes we walk in here, we're like, I don't know what I'm going to do. It doesn't make sense. Like how we do this so long, you have so much to talk about. How does it make any sense? I don't know. But, uh-oh. Close my eyes? Okay.
Close your eyes.
All right, eyes closed.
Keep them closed.
All right.
Don't cheat.
Eyes closed. This is so weird. I don't like this at all.
Don't fucking open your eyes.
I don't like this. Guys, I'm scared.
So you can sit on the couch, okay? Keep them closed.
Oh, they're closed.
Don't peek.
They're closed.
This is the first, man.
I'm so...
Keep them closed.
I've never done this. I've never done this before, dude. I feel weird.
All right, 3,
Uh-huh.
2, 1.
I know it!
Oh, he's back!
You know how I...
Hi, buddy.
You know I knew right before you sat down? I smelled the
You
cigarette.
smell the cigarette! The cigarette, dude! It gave it
Like
a
Oh, hey, again. Career coaching, dude. Guys, if you're trying to get a job, let's say
Yep.
you're out of college.
Yep.
You lost your job.
Mhm.
You're trying to get back in there. You've, you know, maybe sent a couple resumes. You don't know what to do because no one's calling you. No one's reaching back. And you're just confused. Well, let me throw you to someone that knows what he's doing.
Who is he?
His name's Coach O at OhaydenCareerCoaching.com. Dude, he's been doing sales for the past 35 years. Think about it. What do they tell you? It's about who you know, right? We're going to tell you he's got a network from over 35 years of people he knows. It's the most important thing that you can have access to. And he's also going to teach you how to, you know, answer those questions during the interview, how to separate yourself from everyone that's competing with you, right? To get that job. So I want you to put in the work, separate yourself, go to OhaydenCareerCoaching.com and start winning.
Bang.
Anytown, Actors, Lab.com. Here you go, because it sounds like my thing's not working.
Oh, God. AnytimeActorsLab.com. Guys, if you are interested in acting, if you have a desire to learn how to do it, you don't know how yet, I know the place for you. It's only one spot I'm ever going to send you, and it's AnytimeActorsLab.com. Go check out the website. Check out the YouTube page. Before any of that, really check out the TikTok, because Adam Louder's there. He's giving away everything for free, basically. And you can get a one-on-one consultation with him today if you wanted. So if you can hit him up at AnytimeActorsLab.com and get that training, man. Go learn how to act.
Shout out to the patrons, patreon.com/youareherepod. Guys, the best way to support us, you want to throw us a bone, you want to give us $1 or buy us a coffee.
We love coffee.
We've been doing it. We've been putting in the work. And, if you just watch every month, or maybe every once in a while, or you're just feeling nice today, go to patreon.com/youareherepod and subscribe.
That's right.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
That's my guy.
We got
That's
him.
my guy.
Surprise, surprise.
So glad to see you.
dude.
Oh, I was really hoping.
The Quartz King has returned.
Say, dude.
The Quartz King is back.
He's gonna be here.
Like I'm the only one who smokes too.
We've been talking about it a bunch, man. We've been talking about it a lot.
What about?
coming back on.
Oh.
No, we have. Me and
we
you.
have. Oh, I
Yeah.
thought you meant you guys. Yeah.
We talk
You
about
kind of
something.
gave us a spike, dude.
You gave us a bump.
Yeah.
A bump.
You gave us a bump
and
to
the
stay in the
numbers, I heard.
business.
Right. So that's why. He's been saying to me, he wants to do a residency with us, man. A once a month
I can't wait.
residency.
Dude. Wow.
The
that's
court's
you guys.
king,
I
dude.
missed it.
I should have known
bro.
how late you were.
Oh,
Huh?
What?
he said you're late.
I should have known by how late you were.
How late?
Yeah.
Use the mic. It's a
Am I
podcast. It's a podcast.
Hey, pull it closer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Put it
Buddy.
near your
I'll
face.
move closer to
where you
it.
speak.
How is that?
That's good.
That's good.
Now pull it a
Yeah,
little
man.
closer.
A little closer?
Stop making that noise, whatever that is. Stop that.
the one happening outside the door.
Yeah.
All right. I'll stop.
There we go.
There it
Thank
is.
you.
Stopped.
Thank
Is
you.
that good? Is that better?
Yeah, that's all right.
I'm-
A little more down. Because it's
little
kind of
more.
pointed up.
Oh, I understand.
There you go.
Oh, I see what you're doing.
You feel me?
I brought him on here for one reason.
Jeff
Okay.
Feel.
Okay. What?
One reason only.
I miss you guys. Thank you guys.
I miss
Thank
you
you,
too,
man.
man. Thanks for
Appreciate
coming back.
Thanks for
my
providing.
Wow, what a
It's
good
my pleasure.
surprise,
So
man.
good to see you.
Dude, before we start, we got Walter.
Hi guys.
Kazmier.
The Quartz King is back.
The Quartz King is
You wanna
back
hold
in
on with
action.
this?
Dude, don't touch it.
Now hold on.
Don't
sorry,
touch
I'm
it. Don't
sorry.
touch it. Don't touch it.
I can't look at
I
that.
was gonna bring a whole bag.
Be transmuted to something.
You
or
didn't bring us
somewhere.
You didn't bring us anything.
You brought us no
Yeah, I
gift.
didn't want to scare you because it was this is a surprise. It was a whole thing. I didn't want to.
Should we smoke? Should we all smoke?
Absolutely.
Dude, give me one.
Give me a cig. Let me hold the cig.
Yes,
Come
sir.
on.
Oh wait, you can't smoke inside here. Actually,
I can't smoke. But let me hold it.
You want to?
We
hold
know.
It?
Yeah, let me
You
hold
want
it.
to feel
You know what, dude?
empowered?
I want to see Dave with a cigarette.
Yeah, let me see.
Nah, he's more of a cigar guy.
Really?
I feel,
Yeah.
yeah, I feel like.
Well, like a boss, like cigar boss.
Yeah,
Oh.
like you're a little. Like I don't know. This is. You know.
This is like you're figuring things out still.
Like you have a oral fixation.
Not to say,
Get a load of this guy.
you know, this side.
Yeah, but you're the artist, man. You're the
Visionary.
actor. Fuck. I didn't get the fucking part.
And these are American spirits.
Fuck.
Shut up. Fuck.
You know? That'd be you.
Why
Give me a cigarette,
Why is
Walter.
it fuck?
You're
I didn't
just
get the part.
perpetually miserable. So, you
So
start
I'm just not getting the part, and
Yeah.
I'm chain smoking.
Yeah, and he's assuming you're automatically not getting the part.
Do I look cooler with it though? Like this?
You do look kind of naturally hold.
Kinda
it.
like what's
I
up?
like that.
That's just-
Yeah,
puff.
that's pretty good.
But when you puff on it,
What do you think? What do you
do when? How do you bring it to the mouth? What's the finger placement
It depends.
on what?
Depends, and it actually it says.
What does it
something about your
depend
personality.
on? Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, you're doing good. I like how you're.
I got this going on.
Yeah, you're doing it.
This feels East Coast how I'm doing
Now
it.
I feel like Dave
Yeah.
would be one to like slobber on a cigarette.
You're slobbery.
I have a lot of saliva. I do, man. I do.
It's like actually a thing.
It is a thing.
Is it a problem?
I remember when we were. I remember
mean-
during New Year's when we were smoking the cigars. You're like, "Why is it so wet?" I'm like, "That's you."
He's a dude in high school.
have a
that
wet
you
mouth,
always-
man.
You kept the joint away.
Yeah, I have a
from
wet
you,
mouth,
you know?
dude.
Yeah.
I have
like,
a wet
it's gonna
mouth,
ruin
bro.
it.
Yes, I do, man.
It's okay. It's alright.
I'm glad you guys accept me, but yes,
fine
I-
because the person.
you know I'm not perfect, right? You guys know that, right?
Some guys drool.
You're not.
I know I assume
Some people
I come
drool.
off like I'm perfect.
Some people drool.
I have some things,
It's okay.
Yeah.
and
you're
wet
right.
mouth is one of them.
That's fine. Do you drew on your pillow?
Yes.
Wow.
Do you not? Do you guys not drool on your pillow? You never drool on your pillow?
Not intentionally. Not.
Really?
purposely,
I will
yeah.
say I sometimes drool on my pillow.
You're one of the most
No.
insane sleepers I've ever seen. Dude.
Oh, okay.
Oh, are you? Oh, yeah, really? Like anywhere? Is there? Are you like an anytime, any place kind of guy?
It's like
Yeah?
that. Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my
No. He is so loud. Since you've lost weight,
It's gotten better.
I was gonna say
It's gotten
you
better,
could probably
yeah.
breathe better.
gotten better.
Do you have any sleep issues?
Not that I know of.
Except for
sleep
hanging.
well?
Except for
Don't.
hanging upside down.
What's that?
Except for hanging upside down.
It allows for airflow, pal. By the way, okay, it reduces snoring. 96.7%.
How do you get? Because the blackout curtains don't block all the light. So how do
Yeah,
you
true.
stay alive in the daytime?
Oh,
Is what I want to know.
That's true.
From you. And we've got to rib each other, right? Welcome back. We've got to rib each other.
Did you ever watch that movie Blade?
Yeah. What does he do?
So Deacon Frost, the bad guy.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
If you recall, he just like lathers himself with Vaseline.
That's what you
really?
You have to. It's like it's a
Holy
it's,
shit! That's why your skin's so.
It's a
smooth.
variation of petroleum jelly. It's not as slimy, so you don't feel it. It's more of a spray. It's more of a powder.
Okay.
Kind of like dry shampoo as opposed to
Wow.
It is 2025, so
Yeah.
So you don't even need
technology.
leaps and bounds, man.
Dang.
Yeah.
So you're just covered up.
Yeah. I
all
mean, that's
times.
kind of this one. I look ashy sometimes.
Okay.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay, right on,
Yeah,
man.
it's effective though.
Right on, dude.
I'm there.
So what do you have to say to us for bringing you back?
Thank you.
Thank
Wow.
And I miss you guys so much, and I'm so glad to be here.
Well, you're
And
welcome.
I'm
you. Keep going.
I'm
Keep
glad,
going.
I'm glad I could, improve on the numbers and
Yeah.
help you guys out.
Thanks,
I'm
man.
glad to.
Wait a second, man.
All right.
No.
Don't say help us out and then roll your eyes like that and sip on your empty cup of coffee. It's not even full.
Do you need another coffee?
We're
Need
not
me to
looking
go?
for help. Me and him. Okay.
Yeah, dude, we're actually so comfortable
Yeah.
with our low numbers.
We're
dude.
good with our
This is me
numbers, bro.
being-
We like our low numbers, dude.
Yeah,
we like
man.
them low.
Dude,
Yeah.
I'm not even. It's not even speaking of that. It's really just me wanting to be arrogant in that moment and be awful.
Shit.
I'm just really glad to be here. I missed you guys
Thank you,
very
man.
much. I miss you.
I brought you on because I wanted to talk to you about the JFK files.
Sure, lay them on me.
Oh,
Have you heard about this?
I have.
You.
Yeah, because you're obsessed with.
So, well,
It was a job.
if I may,
It's a job.
You,
I
you
may-
read into it?
Mike, balls deep.
Really?
so
balls
if I may, I don't mean to interrupt you. If I may preface this, it's
Please.
interesting because I don't even think it was announced that they were going to be released, but the week prior, when I stopped in, we were talking about that.
We were.
Oh, really?
And that literally that exact instance, the JFK incident, and I mean, it's one of those things like conspiracy theories, and as they're mentioned, any kind of conspiracy thoughts and what have you, certainly like anti, government type stuff, whatever. I mean, that was something that was just a pastime in like 8th grade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was hanging out with the friends. That's what we would do. You go to like there were like a couple sites. There was that like InfoWars, and like there was all these like things where all these conspiracies, everything from
Yeah.
extraterrestrials to
You had
intergovernmental
internet?
stuff. Yeah.
Damn. Man.
No, I-
8th grade?
Hey,
What
I-
did- how-
Hey,
excuse
dude,
you?
You're not a
that-
spry chicken
how-
either, dude.
Yes. I don't think there are many
Dude.
2 years.
There's a
between-
big gap between us.
Whoa,
bro.
really?
There's a big gap.
Well, if there's a big gap between you guys, then
Well, I am a vampire.
I'm
There's
basically a
a gap that
child.
exists, between me and most people that are not also.
Sorry, bro. No,
it's
continue,
all right.
man. No, we were talking.
No, I was.
And you were
talking.
saying
Don't-
about
don't let it happen
8th
again.
grade, you were
It's kind of like ridiculous.
You go on InfoWars, you look up JFK.
Yeah, well, I mean, like conspiracy theory was a big thing. So
Huge.
a lot of this stuff it's kind of ingrained. It was fun to think
time.
about initially, and it's fun, like literally, really challenging your brain and challenging. Like, it allowed for, in the same time that it was a pursuit of things that were interesting and a pastime and whatever the case, it was also come to find like a really interesting way of reprogramming the brain to be more. What would the word be? To be
Fastidious. Right?
does that
yeah,
even mean?
sure. Yeah, that.
How about this? Zeitgeist.
Oh,
Huh?
Do you know what I mean? Can I just say I really appreciate that you like full body humping as soon as I walk in. That was the most love I've been shown in a long time, and it's really beautiful.
You got some love. You got love
Yeah,
down.
man, I got affectionated.
Yeah.
It was great.
Yeah. Some would say
That was
abused.
beautiful. Yeah, some would say.
Some would say you crossed the line,
Not
dude.
this guy.
Okay, right
not
on.
This guy. This
He
is,
welcomes it.
I just said when I looked at you, I said I can crush him.
I just want to squeeze.
I said, let me crush him. Let me get in there and just.
If you replay, he hopped the table to get to
Yeah.
it too. Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
No, it was beautiful. Like I really appreciate it. I'm gonna
I
think.
need
Would you
proper
put
love.
Walt on a table or no?
That's just for you, baby.
Oh, you get the table.
I know.
I get the.
That's
rub.
our thing, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can sit on the couch. Sit on the couch. Sit on the casting couch, all right?
You are here podcast.
I was wondering why
Like and
this
subscribe.
is,
You like that black leather, buddy?
Like that,
Yeah,
dude.
it's a little squeaky.
You could see the remnants of baby oil and
Yeah.
stuff that's
That
left.
what
It
behind.
is very
I got that on my
shiny.
coat last time.
Very shiny.
It's disgusting.
Yeah.
The great thing about a black pleather couch is the oils don't really
I
leave
gotta
it.
give you some of that vampire powder. I gotta so you guys to stay away from the whole petroleum jelly thing.
I think.
Alright,
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What were you talking about?
You were talking
I
about.
had a question.
Oh, sorry. So he's going to cut you off and just ask. you a question. Go ahead.
So,
Go ahead.
conspiracies.
Oh yes.
We're not skipping JFK.
I know
we're
we're
not.
not.
No,
do
we're
it.
gonna get to
Hey,
that,
dude,
absolutely.
we're still talking about conspiracies. 'Cause JFK was kind of a conspiracy, like you said, and I'm
Big one.
continuing
Huge
on our
one.
conversation.
Yeah.
So
Huge one.
stop.
Fastidious.
What does that even mean?
Oh, the word. Yeah, that's what it came out.
For both of you,
Mm-hmm.
any conspiracies growing up that you were like super into?
JFK.
Is that the only one? So I think you like believed for sure.
All of them.
All of
most dealing with extraterrestrial for sure.
Yeah, the alien stuff for
100%,
sure.
100%.
I wasn't
There's so
100%
many-
sold on
No.
UFOs.
That's okay.
I'm on the fence.
Yeah.
I was always on the fence.
On the fence about what?
I think I was fearful, so I was like, this can't be true.
Yeah.
Sure. I mean, but what were you on the fence about? The fact of like the instance of there being the anomaly of unidentified flying
That
objects,
people
or-
have been abducted specifically.
Okay.
Like people have like floated in a laser beam or been zapped
Yeah.
into a mothership and then
Yeah.
like probed and then sent back.
You heard those stories though?
Yeah, of course I have.
Crazy.
Listen to
Well,
podcasts on them and
some
everything.
stuff is
The ones that
wild.
kind of sell you is that like there's instances that happen whether it was conscious or subconscious, but somebody will go in for so many accounts of there actually being incisions. Like somebody will have a dream that they were abducted and they were probed and there was something implanted in them and just not talking about it. And then all of a sudden come to see they did like an MRI or CAT scan test. And all of a sudden there's this metallic anomaly that's composed of material that doesn't even exist on Earth. And it's embedded in their skin in exactly the same place that they had dreamt.
You're big on this. I forgot.
Oh yeah.
You're big on aliens. Because now with the new thing, and we can't skip JFK, but we're gonna come back.
You're the one skipping it.
No,
We're
but
not-
it's because he's talking about UFOs now, and it's reminding me of the new Egypt finding that we were talking about.
Oh yes.
So that's crazy news. That
Yeah.
that below the pyramids
that's news.
That's news.
That's in terms of
Can you explain? Because I didn't
Just
fully get into
so-
it.
tell me if they
so
found
we'll go. So essentially,
30 to 40,000 years ago. We're not doing that again. We're not doing that again.
Pardon me. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
This is
sorry.
PG.
I said balls deep like 10 minutes.
Did you really?
Yeah, so
All right,
you
we're
can-
good.
you
No
can
holds
go.
barred this time. I give you
said
guys
that.
off today. You
Yeah.
don't have to watch your language.
Thanks,
It's fine.
man.
We can be sailors. Seamen. And
Man.
You gotta get it out. You
I had to throw in the
Go
Beavis
ahead,
and
man.
Butthead joke.
We're just a bunch of seamen.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, that it is an archaeological but scientific finding because of the fact that, I mean, it's no pun intended, it's groundbreaking. But essentially, the pyramids of the Great Pyramids, right? The pyramids of Giza. There are 3 of them. There's the Great Pyramid and all this other stuff. And there's so much surrounding those that is a whole discussion within and of itself in terms of the purpose, the fact that they've never found mummies, there's no hieroglyphs,
Yeah.
it's not a burial ground. But why are these superstructures even here? This
Yeah,
is ridiculous. So there's a lot that goes into that.
They're
It's-
tombs, dude.
Right.
You saw Mr. Beast
Dude.
video.
Right.
Exactly.
Mr.
You
Beast.
saw Mr. Beast video, did you?
Yeah. And then there's
don't
always
believe you.
with the construction. That was always that's especially when it comes
How did they
to-
get here?
Right, especially, and that pertains to all ancient megaliths and structures that have been built throughout the entire world. The fact
Right.
that pyramids exist on every continent, many of which we've yet to even discover. One's underground, undersea, so on and so forth. But how do they? And they always had this thing where, oh yeah, there was, they had a bunch of slaves and they would carry them on logs,
Yeah.
even though the quarry where they got the granite was like 100 miles away or something like that.
Yeah.
Just ridiculous theories.
They
in
use the
terms of-
didgeridoo.
Right, which
They used the
is possible.
the pulley system.
I've seen that.
Yeah, it is possible. I mean, acoustic levitation is a real thing.
I saw some guy.
There's another thing you're big on.
Yeah.
It's
Levitation. You levitate.
it's
Well,
physics.
he's talking about. See, this is with the Tesla thing we were just talking about too. We're
Well,
in
Tesla-
conspiracy world.
Tesla knew
big time.
that study.
up with
That
this
was that was
court?
the Wycliffe Tower that was funded by Westinghouse at the time, which
Is
was
that related to
equal
Wycliffe Jean or what?
who?
Never mind.
The rapper?
Yeah.
I think so.
Shit.
Twice
bad.
removed.
Twice removed.
I think so.
Damn.
Second cousin, third
But
cousin.
yeah. But yeah, anyway, I digress. That's like a
No,
whole
I digress. I'm
instance of it. You should digress.
So you believe, just to get this on record, the pyramids were created by by that kind of
Oh, the
levitation.
means, I don't know. I have no idea. I speculate. I have reason to believe that stands to be a possibility, but I think it's more than that. It's the fundamental. Speaking of Tesla, you want to understand the universe. Think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. Those 3 instances pertain to all of existence. Everything that exists is frequency. Is actually sound. That manifests all. Vibration. So energy, frequency, vibration. How that's interpreted, I'm not entirely sure of the application. There are some experiments, there are a lot that exist out there that make a lot of sense. There's ones that we experience. They're like such as the didgeridoo, such as bees actually not flying but levitating. Now, I don't know. There's somebody might call me out on that, but apparently there is actually, in more recent years, it was found that bees actually have a
Now they flap
have like an
wings.
empty like cavern structure inside of them.
Oh, really?
That when they flap their wings, they're not propelling themselves through air. The wings flapping. You know how when you go next to a beehive, there's a very distinct hum.
Yeah.
I think it resides around somewhere like 40 hertz, which is a derivative of the shaman frequency, which is the frequency at which the earth itself resonates.
This is what
And
I'm
by
into.
doing that,
This
they
is sick.
resonate, they use that vibration, resonate that vibrates within the cavity of their body. And it allows them.
Hey, dude, don't say cavity of their body.
Hey, dude, let's keep talking. Because I know with,
You know what I'm
with
trying
the with those there's a word for it. It's like the chants that they would do, like the
Who's they and what chant?
shamans and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
There's
Well,
like
I
that
mean, well,
certain
even-
type of like chant they would
Well,
do.
even you do. I mean, everybody's just like, oh, you're meditating. Om. Well, Om is the
Yeah.
sound of the universe. That's actually replicating the frequency of the shamanic frequency of the earth, and that's essentially the vibration of.
And that's
all
crazy because I
universe.
just started doing yoga.
You what?
Just started doing yoga.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Show them something.
And I've noticed.
What's your favorite position?
What's your favorite
Thought you'd
position?
never ask, man. All I will say, I'm not going to answer that. But I'm
You have one. That's
I'll
why you
definitely
won't answer.
say
Your cheeks
no, I
are definitely
don't.
up.
I don't
whatever
like-
it is. Whatever it is, your cheeks are up and wide. I know that for sure. Wide set and in the air. Right?
Wow.
That's his favorite position.
I'll say I hate them all because they all hurt. That's my main problem. is they
Right
fucking
answer.
suck.
You definitely do yoga. Yeah.
But the
Okay.
weird thing is
They are painful.
just how like we kind of experienced it too when we had that Voy on.
yeah.
We had Voy, like the breathing thing we
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
Dude, there is some weird like thing that happens when you do those type of like, I don't know, like meditative practices in a way.
Mm.
What do you mean by weird, Mike?
It's like a feeling I've never felt before or something, you know?
Have you-
And you can make that happen through doing,
Buzzing, breathing, and stuff.
yeah. Like it's usually with breath because yoga is like mainly breath
Yeah.
work and stuff.
Mhm.
And I notice when I don't do the breath, it doesn't really do as much.
Mm.
Or I could do more with the breath, you know, and stuff like that. So there's definitely some like weird, I don't know, like it seems like magic, like through that. I don't know what it is.
You know what?
It's a real thing.
JFK.
That's actually.
I wanted
Yeah,
to talk about
I mean,
JFK. But you guys.
Well, what are you saying to yourself?
No, I wanted to talk about JFK. But you guys yoga. It's
So
fine.
anyway, yeah. So
Yeah,
we'll
it's
do
fine.
it. So the Egypt thing.
You know,
long story
JFK
short,
actually
now
did
we're-
yoga.
That's not true. He had a bad back. He had a very bad back, actually. He was on methadone. He couldn't.
I'm just going to mention the thing about the
Please,
pyramid.
please
We'll
go.
make
Yeah,
that
Yeah,
another
go ahead,
topic.
go ahead.
tell me about the
And then
pyramid.
just to
What they
finish that
found.
up,
What they
and then
found.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
wanna
yeah,
hear
yeah,
about this.
Yeah.
So, long story short, under the pyramids themselves, they utilize this new technology that's a radar-based or sonar-based
I saw that.
technology that scanned beneath the ground, and they come to find that there are 8 cylinders that are drilled from the base of the middle pyramid of Giza, not the Great Pyramid, but the middle
Yeah.
pyramid, and there are 8 cylinder structures that are attached to and go down underneath into bedrock, which is
Yeah.
really hard stuff. And that are approximately, what was it? It's
600 meters.
684 meters. That's right. 684 meters into the earth. And they were connected to, I'm assuming 4 and 4, split evenly, 4 cylinders too. They, 2, what am I trying to say? Cubes that were approximately 80 meters by 80 meters, length, width, height, depth, cube form. So, relatively speaking, perspective, the pyramid itself, like you think of the Great Pyramids,
Yeah.
photos don't even do it justice, I would imagine. I've never been there personally, would love
Yeah.
to someday, but they're gigantic.
Yeah.
We know this. But relatively speaking, I believe, I have this, number 8 keeps popping up too, but it might be like 100, the pyramid itself is like 184 meters high.
Mm-hmm.
So these cylinders are going 684 meters down.
That's crazy.
1/6 of
So-
what the size of it.
Right. So it's it's very significant.
Yeah.
Because it takes the whole
What are they?
bunch of dudes carrying it and using logs to get,
And just
but
laying
that-
it on sand. Like that's not what happened.
This is just, it basically throws all of that in the garbage.
And there's like a weird coiled threading that spirals down those
Really?
tubes.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what
I
they're
thought
saying.
like I saw people saying that like the
They look like screws.
Yeah, but what do you mean? They looked like?
Like
Well,
the
they
sonar.
had threading. So you
No, but how did you see them if they're underground?
The sonar
sonar mapping.
mapping.
So it's a
Like
new,
underwater.
Is it actually though? 'Cause
That's what
how-
they're claiming.
It's a new protocol. It's an acronym.
Don't say
It's like-
protocol, like you know.
What do you want me to call it? Say it's a new technology.
Technology.
It's a new thing. Like I don't know. What do you want me to say?
Hey, dude.
I use protocol.
You don't need any
Why do I
clearance for
sound
this
too important?
podcast.
Like I'm part of this.
Hey guys.
I don't know. You read it.
Hey, man.
Ask Dave for big words. That
I just didn't
make
like when
more
you said
sense.
protocol. That was a strike for me.
You were
That's,
disturbed?
that's a big
Why do you think?
strike. Yeah.
Did I sound too government-like?
Hey, dude.
What did you?
Hey, dude.
I
Jeez.
won't ever say
None
that.
of this is classified. Walt.
I didn't realize I was, bringing protocol to the table. I was going to
Protocol?
trigger Mike in some way. I don't really know. Got him real nervous over there. He's
Zeitgeist,
getting red. He's
right?
starting to sweat. I'm sorry for using that
No,
word,
you're good,
Mike.
man.
Protocol.
I appreciate it.
I
I just
liked
got
it.
a little scared. I got
It's
a little scared.
it's a new process.
I
and
like
it's-
that.
and
I
it's
like
an
technology.
acronym.
No, you talk how you
I like
talk.
technology.
You talk how you talk.
I don't
I
know,
like
it's whatever.
technology.
But it's a new technology to use sonar.
I like that.
Let him talk how he talks.
Yeah, because that was an experiment. It wasn't protocol. Protocol is when you've done it for enough time, and then it's protocol now.
Oh, he's taking you to school.
A new process. A new
Technology
technological.
use
Sure.
because
Whatever makes
I
you
guess.
feel more
Well, I guess they've been scanning dirt forever, huh?
Right. Well, they have.
But I'm confused because the like people that, because there's obviously people that are like believers and people that are like against it, right? Or they go
Well,
against
yeah,
like the
definitely.
whatever. The things I've heard on the other side where people say, look, the technology is like it was just used. It doesn't directly map out everything. It just like shows like not like a picture kind of like thing, like you're saying. That's the
Right.
the opposite. Like the devil's advocate I've been hearing.
100%. So, I mean, in this instance,
I want to see. Why didn't I look, man?
We should have pulled that out.
oh no, look,
Yeah,
bring out your phone. Just look up. You can look up a photo.
you're right. No one listens to this.
They will now. Walt's
Nobody
here.
cares.
Go ahead.
You're right.
Walt.
Walt's here.
Walt's here, man. This is a big episode.
Guys, we
for
got to
us.
look
Big
it up. It's
episode.
important.
Mike, don't-
I'll cut it out.
Mike, don't mess this up. This is a big one for us.
I'll cut it out. You're right, man.
Oh,
What was I gonna look up?
Egypt discovery
Egypt
pyramid
Discovery.
radar image.
yeah. Just look up image. You see it.
protocol.
But essentially, when you're using radar, when you're using sonar, you can. It's basically creating an image of when the sound bounces.
Isn't that what they
off
use
of
for like fish and stuff?
100%.
Yeah, sonar.
This is a new technology that can.
Hey,
Yes,
there.
exactly.
Hey.
So-
hey.
It's a new technology that can, how would you say, permeate through.
Oh, that's a big word too. I've used that one on you before.
I haven't heard you say
Permeate,
that.
I've said.
I've
Permeate,
never
I've
heard
said
you
to you.
say that.
But yeah, it permeates the ground.
Much more sophisticated. And,
Yes.
Now, how
it's
come
able to
like
do so.
how come articles when you like look at them, there's nothing there? And
Just
then,
Bro,
look
just
up
Google
images.
image.
There's
no,
no
I saw
image.
with all
Oh,
the
you saw
circles
they
and
look-
stuff.
You saw it?
Yeah, I'm very interested. I know it's a little ways away, but I'd be very hard pressed if they didn't.
You okay? What are you getting?
I'm getting a beer.
Mike's having a hard time.
I'm fasting, man. I can't get hang one. Yeah.
You can't. Drink,
Oh
you
my
can't drink
gosh! I
alone.
wish
I
this
would
is the
love to have a beer.
worst.
You're having a hard day, Mike. I know this is a tough conversation.
You guys won't tell anyone if I drink one? No.
Thank you very
Oh,
much.
God, dude.
Oh man.
Cheers, buddy.
Hold on.
Hey, cheers, guys.
To you.
Wow.
You dog.
Thank you.
To you guys.
And just give me a fist.
Give me a
bump.
knuckle.
Thank you. I'm very proud of you for fasting.
Thanks, man. 5 more days.
5 more.
We'll have one next week.
Yeah, thanks, bro.
We'll
That's
have one
good.
next week.
So good once it hits your lips.
Oh God, I've been missing beer.
That's what Dave says.
Especially because there's slobbery, apparently.
Hey, don't hit the mic, man.
You guys want to test your punch
So
strength?
JFK. Yes.
JFK.
I've been wanting to do this. I want to spar you.
No, not spar. Test her strength.
Why won't you?
You can be the referee.
I'll be the referee.
Okay. I'll do it.
Yeah, you're gonna spar with Mike.
He'd be like, "No, don't do it."
Who?
Wall. He'd be like, "Don't hurt him."
Guys, it's not worth
Did I ever
it.
tell you guys about that? I
What?
played sports for a long time, like all through middle.
You?
See, everybody watching, I should be offended by that comment. I'm not going to be, though. I'm not going to be offended by it. I'm just going to
Holy
assume
shit.
that it.
When you say sports, were you the guy on the team that carried the bags of bats and balls?
You
and
mean when we were in gym in middle school, the sock on the fucking the hockey, and you sat on the blue scooters? I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I just know that if, please,
man.
if anything comes up you want to make fun, I'll be like, listen, please do it. Just do it. I
We
don't
gotta
care.
rip each other
We
here,
have
man.
to.
We
It's
got
too fun.
Listen to me.
And I love you so much, man. And I love you.
You're the best.
You don't understand how
I'm so
happy
happy.
I am.
I'm so
I need-
happy, dude.
I need to be made fun of more.
I'm so happy. Me too.
No, I'm
I
having a
agree.
great time. I really. This is
Oh,
fantastic. And you're
man.
not wrong.
That brought me back.
So,
When you said you
love
played
you. I love you
sports,
guys
it
so
made me
much.
go back in time
yeah, to when you
to
were
a time.
to when you played sports.
Oh man.
Yeah. No, I don't.
No, please go ahead. Go
So,
ahead.
Please continue, man.
so I did actually. I was actually a catcher in baseball. I was actually really
damn.
good.
I see
Really-
that.
Really good catcher.
I actually see that.
That's something I wanted to go. I used to go to camps with my pitchers to like.
Oh, damn.
It was that advanced.
Wow.
Very good
Hey.
catcher.
What's this? That's a sign. I'm sending you.
Is that a thing?
curveball?
Is it?
Mhm.
I see. I don't know that.
I mean, you can sign whatever you want, but one is fastball.
Yeah,
two is
that's got to be the
curveball.
ones. So if he knows one's a fastball,
Three,
Now, what's this?
3 and 2
What's
are
this?
interchangeable. That means fuck him up. I used to do that all the time.
Really?
Absolutely. When we
Yo,
hated the batter,
that's sick.
that was fastball.
Wow.
Really?
Like fuck him up, dude. Part of my language, I know, but we already said ball.
Dude, what the heck is wrong with you?
But that was literally like strike him out.
That's
Like,
awesome.
Let's get done with this inning. I swear to God.
I believe you. I believe you now.
Absolutely. But yeah, that was really but basketball, baseball, and football.
Football.
Yeah. When however, I told you I was a big kid when I was in middle
you
school.
told me
Really?
this.
So yeah, so when you're in middle school, there are divisions. They do like at least in this area, they do like what is it, A, B, and C.
The
And
divisions?
Divisions.
Yeah.
So there's like levels that you can move up. It's based off a weight class, very much like wrestling. So when I was in middle school, I was too heavy to actually play the games.
Oh, shit.
But I could be on the team and I practiced, and I was always actually really fast, believe it or not. So I
Wow.
would keep up with like the fastest people on the team. Probably because I was carrying around so much weight, I actually gained some strength.
Yeah, yeah.
There we go.
But I wasn't able to participate in the games, but I did that. And I played
so
football in high school for the first year, but my coaches hated me because to make fun of myself, back to the point where whenever I would tackle somebody, I would stop and help them up and make sure they were okay.
Oh, that's insane. That's like
Because-
Waterboy.
Right. So that's
That's like the movie. Yeah, yeah. It's like the
that's
movie.
my favorite. One of my favorite movies, by the way. There's so many. Okay, anyway. Hey, Bobby, they ever catch that gorilla that escaped from the zoo and punch you in the eye? No, Mama. The search continues. It's like one of the
The
best
Soich continues.
It's one of the greatest movies. But it was one of those, like, I never, how would you say, played for the instance of competition. Like, I was never like, yeah, we're going to rip their heads off.
Yeah,
Just like,
yeah.
I'm going to go play a game. We lost.
Yeah.
You know, just did to have fun kind of thing. And then I
Right.
just stopped. I was
Right.
like, yeah, I'm going to go do music.
Yeah, you don't last long if you don't have that. I feel like in sport.
You got to, you got to have, like,
Yeah.
you know,
Killer
that thing.
Killer. The
Yeah.
killer in you.
Yeah, I was athletic, but I did it for fun. But for football especially, you got to have, like, a...
If we were all on a football team, what would our positions be? Me, you, and him.
I'm awful at football.
Are you?
I'm terrible.
What's the matter? You got bad hands?
Yeah, we played, remember? I was just like diving for every ball.
You had a touchdown though.
Yeah.
We got you.
And you
one.
were diving?
Yeah,
I would die for every ball just because like I was a goalie. I was like, I have to dive, you know?
yeah, it's diving at it's like right in front of
Fair
him. He just
Yeah,
like
just dive.
like he would just
That's just a natural...
Yeah, I don't know
Yeah.
what it was.
You like jumping.
Yeah.
It's a
Froggy.
flair for the
Flair.
dramatic.
Dramatic.
Froggy.
You have a
Yeah,
flair
yeah.
for the dramatic.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I respect that.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Dave.
Quarterback, we know.
Yeah, I can
going.
see that actually.
Yeah, yeah, I know.
Dave's got a good throw.
All American.
Walt's definitely like
All-state.
a running back.
He's just running his head.
I
into
was
the
wide
same.
receiver too because it was quick.
Yeah.
I played that a couple times.
I could see you slipping through some people. Right? He's all, petroleum jellied up.
Shifty.
Just, you try to grab him, it's like,
Yeah, all jellied up.
All right.
We did play in the day.
All right.
So yeah, that was applicable.
Hey, man. Can we get back?
JFK, right? JFK.
Can we bring it back to JFK,
We were talking
please?
about it
JFK.
the week before,
Yes.
and you had asked me.
I'm so pissed
I don't
right
know.
now with this going on right now.
Why?
I
What's
can't
the
even
matter?
tell you how mad it makes me that I'm the sober one now.
No, what do you mean sober? It's a beer.
I'm an alcoholic.
This isn't going to get us anything.
Let's start there.
It's okay.
And I could smell the bubbles and I could smell.
It's not good, man.
It's
the hops.
It tastes awful.
It's just a regular Miller Lite.
Go ahead. We were talking about JFK.
Yeah,
I'm pissed. We were talking about JFK. Yes, dude. Yeah.
We were talking about JFK, and Dave was playing. Dave was assuming the instance of being the devil's advocate of I don't know. I think it was. What do you think? And I went down the road of all the conspiracy information, conspiracy information that I had come across, since this 8th grade, instance. Of
And then the files were released the next week.
The files were released the next week. Now, I haven't read the files yet.
I haven't read them. I've heard synopses of summaries.
I haven't even done that yet, but I plan on going through it. But please.
JFK was assassinated 11/22/63.
I just want to preface, I heard that
Don't do this. Don't rain on my
the
parade.
files
Don't do this, man.
were already put out before. Nothing's really that new. That's what I heard.
Well, you heard from the wrong source.
Okay.
And let me educate you. Our
You didn't read 'em.
Our president, John F. Kennedy, John Fitzgerald Kennedy, was assassinated November 22nd, 1963. Okay? Happened in Dealey Plaza in Dallas, Texas. I've been there. You're going to go there this time. By Lee Harvey Oswald claiming it was one shooter, Lee Harvey Oswald. He
watched
was
the
a
video.
defector of the U.S. He defected to Russia, trying to be because he was a major communist. He wanted to be part of the USSR, apparently. Defected to the USSR. They didn't really want him. He tried to kill himself. Asui himself, sorry. I can't say that.
Asui, you said?
Yeah,
unaliving
for YouTube,
himself?
I'm trying to, yes, yeah.
In Minecraft.
In Minecraft.
That's how you say it.
In a video game. The Russians said, okay, you can hang for a little bit now, but we don't really want you. Apparently, they sent him back. He just waltzes back into the country, right? Because nobody's got eyes on him, apparently. Finds his way to Dallas with his Russian wife, lives there for months, apparently game plans, gets a CRONO rifle through the mail, shoots the president. There's 3 shots on the day. JFK's little motorcade's coming around to the plaza. Open car. No, the Secret Service ain't really around him like they usually would be. He's cruising down this road real slow. Perfect line of sight from the depository. Lee Harvey Oswald shoots 3 times. The first shot misses. The second hits his throat. The third booms the brain. And that's it. Right after that, Lee Harvey Oswald gets taken to the police station. He's kept there, the municipal building. He's kept there for 2 days getting questioned by the FBI and whoever else. As he's getting taken through, he's killed by a nightclub owner named Jack Ruby, who was associated with the mafia. He's gunned down. Bang. Right in the hallway.
Damn.
Since that day, it's been a conspiracy. Nobody knows. Everyone has ideas. What seems to have come up is JFK, the president. He was a major believer that the CIA was becoming too powerful. Okay? They got too much power. They're starting to do things on their own without any referring to the president or the governing bodies. They're doing studies on their own. They're going to other countries and they're messing with different dictators and placing who they want to get power for themselves to build their infrastructure out. So they're doing their own stuff. And JFK's seeing this and he's like a disruptor. He's like a Trump, right? And it's like, oh, he's against the bureaucracy or the system, quote unquote. JFK apparently was like that and was a major bucker of the system. So the CIA was probably not happy that he was in power. Cuba also was not too psyched that he was in power. At the time, Castro was in there, major dictator, and Russia wasn't too pumped that he was in power either, and the mob, because his brother was going against the mob when they used the mob to get in office. They used the mob to get the union vote to get him into the office. And now he's like like his brother was like, oh, we're going to eradicate the mob. So they were pissed too. So you step back and you're like, wait a second. Was it one guy who now we're finding out with these file releases, what I found, this dude, Lee Harvey Oswald, they had eyes on him forever. They were opening his mail for years, dude.
Really?
They were watching him like crazy, the CIA, and they claimed for the last 70 years they weren't. So that right there, they lied. They were watching him. They were getting all of his like mail coming in and out. They watched him go to Russia. They had files from what he was going through in Russia from people they knew in Russia. He was a bad shot in one of the files from the Russians out there. They're mocking him, basically saying he can't shoot for shit. So we had all these files on him. We've been watching him nonstop. Why in the world would the CIA allow this dude to waltz around Dallas to get a job at the depository where the route was gonna be, and they knew where it was gonna be? Had a mail-ordered rifle with a fake name he used many times. Like, they knew that.
Yeah.
Why would they let that happen? Why would they let that happen? Because in that time, countless times, if people were like on their radar, you were getting yanked and thrown in jail until shit was clear and the president was gone. That happened a lot back then. So it's a job, bro. That's my belief. I think I'm leaning towards it's more CIA. There's not enough with like the Cuba stuff, and apparently the Mexican president at the time was a CIA asset. Apparently, what I believe and what I think the files are starting to lead towards is Lee Harvey Oswald was a CIA asset too. He may have been a double spy. So we sent him to Russia. Look, he's a crazy communist. Like, he was a Marine who defected, and he's a communist. And like, we let him go to Russia, right? And he gathers all this information, keeps kicking it back to us, and gives them false information. They had double agents everywhere, especially the USSR.
Both sides.
Exactly. So I think that may have been what they did. And then they brought this dude back, and then he was like a patsy, like he said he was, for the CIA. I think they brainwashed his ass and they put him in the position to do it. And there might have been other shooters there at the time. I don't know. I don't know if the files are going to say that. They probably won't. They probably burned all that shit like as soon as it was over. Whatever we got, let's burn it before it ever gets like put out to the public. So I don't think there'll ever be stuff like that comes out.
Well, even these documents, a lot of them were like black. You know what I mean?
Like redacted. Yeah. Oh, a ton.
Redacted. So it was written out. So there's really piecemeal, which is bothersome, and that's where there's always the instance or the allowance of, how would you say, plausible deniability.
For sure.
Because when you do that,
they could say he's a crazy guy.
It could be in the instance of papers or released documents, right. It could be, well, that's out of context. Yeah. Because 3 paragraphs are blacked out, and we only have these 2 sentences.
Yeah, you don't know what's over here.
Right. So it's like.
But that's why Trump is trying to say we're releasing it. They even released it without the redactions to the point where like social security numbers were out and they had to pull them back.
So that's pretty significant.
That's crazy.
That's really significant.
I know, bro. Yeah. But there's stuff that, are you looking it up?
Yeah.
There's stuff that came out that we didn't know. Like the public didn't know.
Yeah.
Like the president of Mexico, which we just found out, Lee Harvey Oswald waltzed his ass into Mexico for like 6 weeks before the assassination. What are you doing down there? Apparently he was at a party with some other like American dudes. What's going on there? You have a wife and kids, and like all of a sudden you're going from there or St. Louis or New Orleans or something, but then you go to Mexico to try to get a USSR passport or
yeah, I'm reading. They said that they had 3 recorded phone calls, but Oswald and a guard from the Soviet embassy in Mexico City.
Why?
But he only identified himself once.
It's fishy, man. It's fishy.
Well,
it's all fishy. The way I'm looking at it now, I think this is one.
They said that people heard him talking openly about killing Kennedy.
Okay, fair. That may have been
totally in Mexico City.
That's totally fair. I believe that this dude, I don't think he had a bad bone for Kennedy. because it wasn't like against what he believed. Kennedy was like a Democratic president. He wasn't like a staunch against whatever. I think if you zoom out, like what makes the most sense in the conspiracy? Just one young Marine who was very communist thinking was like, I'm going to kill the president. No help, just on my own. Or when you zoom out a bit and you're looking at what other people have claimed to have seen, the smoking guns all over the place, like people who are on their deathbeds claiming that have been there, that pulled triggers, like a Cuban assassin was there claiming on his deathbed he pulled the trigger. There's so many, like, I just don't see how it could be one person.
Right. Well, you look at it this way. I mean, it's always, I find that it's always like there's different ways to consider it, right?
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, we want to assume, would like to assume, and rightfully so, that these governing bodies, certainly such as the CIA, such as all these, that they would have the ability and the means and the knowledge and the intellect to be very aware and very capable and very competent in regards to doing anything and whatever the case may be. So when now anything's possible, mistakes are made, people are infallible, things happen. So could it be as simple as a Marine that maybe went off the deep end, maybe did this, maybe it was this person who just decided to do this thing and got away with it. But at the same time, how? If they were already monitoring, if they were already doing these things, so
know everything about it.
You can't, and that's where the gut turns over. That's where these conspiracy, because it's what we're
Would
told.
the CIA just drop the ball like that?
Well, see, that's what I mean. Where it's like you can't. We'd like to now. Mistakes are made. Nobody's perfect, but at the same time, if there is ever an instance of perfection, as it is represented in the governing bodies as such, responsible for so much, competent to the umpteenth degree, far above and beyond, only, presumably, than any normal civilian would even be aware of.
Yeah.
I'd be very hard pressed that there would be such mistake capable.
It's the president.
So, right. And then also it's the instance now, and this is on every, across the board with every conspiracy theory, there's always like, well, they were looking at his mail.
Yeah.
He was already, like, all of these things that don't...
They have files of him in Mexico talking about
They
it.
don't make sense. That's the problem, is that there's so many loose ends. And then so many loose ends that are to that extent that it's like you can't just say that every single piece of this puzzle that fell through is a matter of incompetence.
It can't be. It just simply can't be.
Sorry.
Percentage-wise, it can't
if you
be.
and I are sitting, we're all three of us are sitting here having this discussion. I'm not a militant. You're not a socioeconomic major. Mike's not a political major. We could put our heads together and just look at it observationally.
In 2025, by the way, this happened.
Right, and just know.
But that's why it's not.
This doesn't make sense.
It's not too bad. I think that's why. Since that day, like, of course, the murder of a president, it unsettles everybody.
Right. Well, that's what it comes.
No matter
down to.
what.
Right.
No matter what, it will.
Right.
But I think the part that's like people are still like stirred up by this topic, or like curious or investigative or whatever, is because there's something not quite right.
100%.
And we know that. It's like when someone's lying. You know someone's lying.
Right.
You can. The body senses when there's a lie in the room. We can tell.
Right.
It's human nature, call it, or an instinct or whatever. I think that's what's going on here.
Absolutely. Well,
I think that we've been lied to for a long time by a governing body that is so secretive in nature, that covers their tracks.
And listen, at the end of the day, you're 100% correct.
Come on, man.
You're 100% correct. But at the end of the day, it's one of those instances where, there are people. There will always be the instance of independent investigative reporting going on. People that are conspiracy theorists, you want to call them, doing these research.
Sleuthing, is that the word? Yeah.
What is it?
Sleuthing.
Perhaps.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That might be one.
How about that?
That's a good one.
How about that?
I don't know. I like it. But that's always going to happen because there are these inconsistencies with common rational thought.
Mm-hmm.
Again, that you can't you can't say as a theoretically, presumptually, like rational person,
Yeah.
that any of this makes sense. It doesn't make sense because things aren't fitting.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes there's way more of those that it becomes blatantly obvious.
It's a mountain of them.
Absolutely.
In this case.
At the end of the day, it's what I've come to find, or what I've come to observe across the board with all of this, is that if something doesn't make sense, and there's that many of them, that means there was purpose. There was intent
For this?
for anything and everything that happens. That are conspiracy theories. There has to be some form of intent and purpose behind, well, how did they let this happen? Well, maybe they made it happen. Made for it to happen. That would be the only thing that makes sense. And then you have to, and that's also the instance of it as well, where you take in consideration, like you said, you look to where, okay, well, this is what we're being told. This is where it is. And this is any situation, anything. Well, this is what we're hearing. This is what the news is telling us. Of course, we have all these, all these cooks in the kitchen telling us all the facts and how we should feel and what opinions we should regard. And, based on all bias of opinion, which is, worth a shit at the end of the day. Nobody knows what they're really talking about. And any perspective that we're shown is only a fraction of what actually is existing in the purpose why. As George Carlin said, it's a big freaking club and you're not in it. None of us are meant to understand the games of the world. We're just supposed to be here and just, be the, how would you say?
The players?
The good participants. In day-to-day civilization and pay our taxes and, all that good stuff. And so it's above and beyond anything that we can imagine, but it's like the purpose of it. It's a whole different set of rules, set of games and pieces. But what I've come to, again, observe, to say is that, you think about all of the instances, like you said, Russia, Mexico, the mob.
Cuba.
Who and where stands to gain from such an instance? You almost have to, every circumstance, critically think. And that was what I was trying to say before. You learn how to critically think. Okay, well, none of this feels right.
Right.
None of this makes sense logically. None of it, I don't agree with it. I don't agree that this is truthful. Why would this need to occur? What is the purpose behind it? Who and what stands to benefit and why? And if, you almost have to put yourself in position like reverse engineering, where if I were this type of person or I were this entity that is really happy with the way things are working and it's fulfilling, and if there was something, another entity, another person that was obstructing that flow of ease and things working, what would I do to alleviate that? Now, you have to bar morality in terms of good, bad, or indifferent. And you have to think like a human being, a primal, the most violent of all animals on the planet.
Murder's on the table.
It's always on the table.
That's crazy.
For everything. It hasn't changed much.
When there's that much money involved and power, it's very easy to put that on the table. I feel like for these groups.
Well, you think about it in this instance, like we think about, and this is something to consider too, in terms of relatively what money and power actually mean and stand for. When we think of money on a civilian level, right? It's our taxes, it's our bills, it's our day-to-day. What about a nation or a governing body or something that money doesn't even matter? Like you have enough money, you can buy countries. What then? What becomes important when you could buy anything you want?
It's a good question.
Right.
Adrenochrome.
Just more of it?
Well,
more adrenochrome?
Whole other conversation.
Yeah.
But 100%. So money allows for the instance of, let me see, what is it called? Influence. I'm trying to think of social media
influence.
So money allows for influence. The more money you have, the more you have the ability to influence. Influence structure and influence social constructs, political constructs, people. Most importantly, other people. Power of influence. The more influence you have, the more power you have.
Yeah.
Power, decision-making ability, and purpose. So what game beyond that of just money could there be to be played? That's what I tend to think about in terms of what would that look like.
If it came to it where one man was left who gained all the money and influence and power, and then there was like a button that they were standing in front of, and it was, you hit this button, man, you get, I don't know, you get all that the world has to ever offer you, and you live forever, and everyone loves you, and you have all of it, or he walks away and that disperses to everyone else. Like, do you think the one man would hit the button?
I think it's an interesting question. I mean, at that point, I think in this hypothetical circumstance, that man particularly,
The head of the CIA.
it's what's at stake is not the world and its people and the money and the things on this planet and people. I think it goes beyond our comprehension of what is actually valued.
What would be valued
I have
then?
no idea.
Like, where does it end?
It doesn't.
That's horrifying.
Yeah, well, that's greed.
That's horrifying.
That's the human condition,
It's like, I
That's
eat
the
you.
problem.
That's the next step. Like, what else is there?
dude. I mean, well at this point,
I eat everyone. I
There
consume them all.
there is.
What else? Where else can you go? I'm serious.
Yeah,
And we're
but,
doing this
well,
thought exercise.
what do you
like,
mean?
They've already been there.
Man.
They did that.
it's crazy.
Approximately 30 to 40,000 years ago. They were doing that. I mean, cannibalism. All that stuff that already happened. So, like, that's what I mean. Where there is an underlying value that within people that goes above and beyond into a more like unreal place. That I have reason to believe that exists far beyond that of like the material instance of things.
I think it's easier when it's a group, like a CIA
I
group.
don't.
Everyone's got each other's back. We're part of this. Is our team.
I don't know.
It's us against the president. It's us against the FBI.
self-preserving when you're in a
Totally.
group, for
So it's
sure.
easier to group think it and kind
Oh
of
my
hit
God,
that
yeah.
button when you need to.
Course,
And
of course. Well, now you're feeding a group. Now it's a exclusively inclusive.
yes.
Sense of like cultural thinking, or what is that called? Like not community, but tribe.
Tribe.
Like tribe instance.
It is
of
tribal.
where it's just like this blind loyalty and this blind faith.
That's what I think happened. I think that in this kind of situation, in the JFK situation specifically, it's easier for the CIA to protect its own. So I believe they had an interest. When you just look at it at face value, there is an interest in having another president instead of JFK for them
Sure.
to grow, to continue to thrive the way they were,
Absolutely.
to not be threatened. So when you look at it like that, I think they protected their own butt and they nurtured a wild young man, and also probably had some other assets on the grounds that day for that time, and they knew he'd be there.
Yeah.
There was no Secret Service there,
Yeah,
like
that's
with him. Her Secret Service was there, like right on the tail of the car. His was just kind of wherever, kind of floating. There was no running boards on the car, just in case something happened. They happened to leave them off that day, or remove them.
Right. Now, again, one could
Why?
say, well, things happen. It's just
There's too many things that
if it's
happen.
one thing that I that extends beyond the realm of belief for me personally, in my experience, there's no such thing as coincidence.
That's what I'm trying to
Coincidence
say.
does not exist,
When
and that's what I mean by purpose. 100%. Like there has to be a reason.
there
as
has to be.
why.
There
And
has
if
to
I
be.
wanted things to go in the way that it did,
Yeah.
unobstructed, what would I have done to allow it to follow suit?
Right.
Maybe I would have removed the running boards.
By the
and
way-
extra protect,
By the way, Lee Harvey Oswald, the same kid, shot at the governor of Texas at his house. This was like months before. They knew that. He missed. He missed. The guy was doing his income taxes in the window. Lee Harvey Oswald posted up. No, it wasn't spotted by anybody. But they knew it had to be him. It was shot from his rifle, same caliber, just a few months before he tried to assassinate the president.
They knew after, or
They knew they knew the whole fucking time. They were watching him the whole time. They knew that this dude was unhinged. They knew where he worked.
Well, I mean, that's what it is. Maybe it wasn't so much a, hey, we want you to do this, because again, plausible.
No, just like nobody fuck with him and let him do it.
right. So what it is, it's a way of just kind of like guiding by like moving the walls.
But
around,
but then they had this nightclub owner. He claimed Oh, why'd you do it, Jack? Why'd you kill Lee Harvey Oswald? Why? We wanted answers from him. Why would you do that? I couldn't stand to see the Madam President have to deal with him ever again. So I did. This dude was a thug. This dude was a nightclub owner. He cared about the president's wife? That's why he killed Lee Harvey Oswald? You're telling me that? He had mob ties. The dude was in the mob. You cannot believe that. There's no way. And he just waltzes into the municipal building through the basement, waits, and just goes, "Hey, Oswald," pop, and kills him one shot. There's no in the gut. There's no way. That's a loose end tied up perfectly. That's CIA 101. No loose ends.
And also, speaking of Mrs. Kennedy at that point too, I mean, did you? I don't recall it to a T.
Yeah,
it was very interesting. Her last, or one of the first interviews that they had with her following her husband's death, like almost immediately. How much information was reserved from her?
She held back?
They held from her.
Oh, they didn't tell her.
There was a lot of, right. Essentially, it was fishy in that instance as well, where it's not only not telling,
yeah,
but it was almost as if, like, nobody was there to, like, hi, my husband, who's president of the free world, just was murdered.
Yeah.
No one was there to facilitate anything to do with, like, her
like story
of anything.
That's insane.
And it's like, and that's
weird.
that was a thing
also,
too.
they rushed LBJ right into office. They didn't have to do all that, like, on the plane, taking photos of him getting sworn in. You don't need to do that when a president dies. Like, that's not even part of what is necessarily needs to be done. They did that, I think, for a reason. Like, all of this was for a reason.
It's always
so they didn't get her story. They did nobody.
Well, it was above and beyond that. It was she. Forgive me for not having more information, but it's something worth looking into.
Yeah, I will. I will.
Her I know you're down. You're down.
20 minutes. I will be looking this up. Thanks.
This is to you because you're screwed now.
Thanks, guys. Hey, cheers.
Whole can of worms, my friend. But no, she was underwhelmed with not even so much a lack of support, but she was not receiving answers to the questions that she was asking specifically.
That's weird.
And it was about where she was almost like there was a tone of like beyond lack of like disenchantment.
Yeah.
It was more like she knows
something's up.
That something's up.
You could sense it. I'm sure she could. She was right there.
She did. She was
right there.
She was there. So,
and the bullet trajectory, if I don't know if you investigate the trajectories, it hit the governor or the person in front of him. It was the president sitting in the back seat and then the person in front. And it happened to like the magic bullet theory is it hit like 20 times or something. It went through 5 different parts of their bodies and like bounced out unscathed. And his head goes this way. He's hit this way. Just don't watch the film because it's horrible. But like if you did already,
it is awful.
You can see it. Yeah. There's something not right. The grassy knoll theory, just up into the northeast of the car. I'm going to take you there. And I'm going to walk you through all this year, dude. Next month, I'm taking you there and we're walking through this entire situation.
I want photos of you guys.
And you're going to have to like, it's going to be us in the grassy knoll. I'm like, that's going to be the photos.
Mike, bring your surveying tools.
I will.
Yeah. We're gonna get to the bottom of this. I'm sure where Zapruder was standing. I know where he was standing.
Yeah. But this is like, I mean, it all goes back to the saying: if it looks like and it smells like,
it is. It most likely is.
It is.
It is.
Like I'm sorry.
It's a job, man.
There's no such thing as coincidence. And again, it's very. I believe that simultaneously, I believe that we as the common people, the common folk, as it were, do give too much credit to the intelligence of those that supersede us in terms of governing bodies.
Yes, agree.
However, when you get above that to these extra game players,
that's like the people you were telling me.
Pretty smart, you know.
Who'd you tell me last?
Who?
Do you want to not talk about them? You said it was they own everything.
Sven.
I don't want to get your show canceled.
Really?
Start talking smack.
Okay, let's not talk.
I don't know
let's
how
talk
that
about
works.
it.
I mean, they talk about it all the time. But BlackRock, that's like the
BlackRock.
BlackRock.
This is a conspiracy episode, man.
Oh, shit.
They own everything. Apparently, was what I've heard.
Go down that road.
I'm gonna look them up next.
Go down that road. Just the sheer. Let your imagination run.
Yeah.
After learning the sheer amount that is owned. of everything that is owned, and then let that run, and then go ahead and take a look.
Take a look. Okay, fair.
It's very,
I will.
very interesting.
Oh man.
Yeah.
How do you feel, Mike, about these conspiracies about JFK, about all this?
You know, I was very like, I don't know. I don't want to be too decisive because I haven't really learned much. But I don't know. I think how things have changed over time, especially with like Trump getting in office, and I don't know, just the things that come out and the way it kind of shows how things are kind of, I don't know. They seem a lot more not really like things are running well in a way that I'm like, there's no way there's more.
So,
Like, I feel like there's just so much bullshit that like the way like the government runs, the way like everything runs, I'm just like, there's no way there's like secret societies of, you know, like
no one's that smart.
well, that's you're 100% correct. That's what I mean. Where it's like we're very right to assume that.
Yeah.
There,
Sorry.
you know, most like at this, there's a certain level where it's like, no, there, you know, I forget there was something that I was reading in pertinence to technology. I think it had to do with coronal mass ejection solar flares. I think it was a scientist
Hold
that
up.
was. I'm sorry, we're not going down that road. I'm trying
Chrono
to cite
mass
something.
ejection solar flare. Hey.
So I'm just trying to.
What are you saying? Chrono mass ejection solar flare.
You hang out with.
Write
him
that
outside?
down.
See how he threw that out?
Write that down.
I'll write that
bro.
down.
You talk like that always.
What are you talking about?
How's your chrono mass
All right,
ejection?
Eddie, I'm just-
Okay, Neil.
His name's definitely Neil. No offense to any Neils. It's a
Oh
good name.
my
I know a
Tyson,
lot of good
man.
Neils. I do. It's
Man.
spot on. I'm just trying to cite for the purpose of that because I'm
Yeah,
not saying
yeah.
these words.
I like how
But-
you know that we're gonna destroy you for it, so you zip past
You're like zip past it as fast as possible.
I know. I'm like, yeah. Listen, you're following. You guys know by now how my
You're like,
brain works.
hold up.
I did recently read about it's not important chrono mass ejection.
Chrono mass.
So anyway, this guy just real quick said that everything that we think runs smart, intelligently, everything the government up down is basically held together by bubblegum and duct tape.
Yeah.
That's so.
I don't know
that's what I
what-
wanted
no,
to say. I
hold
just
on.
love that saying.
I don't know. You said yeah.
true.
You said yeah.
So yeah, you know.
Which you definitely don't. Yeah. You don't yeah at all.
definitely don't yeah.
You definitely don't
You're
yeah
not a
that at
yeah
all.
guy.
You said yeah. you definitely
That-
don't
yo,
know what he said.
You know what that is? That's like.
You had no clue
Jeff,
what he said. Say that again. Start from the beginning. I need to understand. this.
Well, I was just that
Go ahead.
entire
Go ahead.
point where
No,
you're
just go
saying
ahead.
I don't think that they're as smart as we think that they are,
Yeah.
and that you're seeing that yes, superficially it's portrayed that it's this big, really important thing
Yeah.
that we can all. But at the end of the day, as this guy, this scientist, I forget his name, who said the thing that I'm not going to say anymore, because you guys are going to put me in the ground for it, on a table for, is basically utilize the term in reference to the perceived competency of government and all structural, like the foundations of societal structuring, digital and online otherwise, is that it's held together with bubblegum and duct tape. And that's
dude.
really the truth of it.
Yeah, man.
It's not actually as fortified.
I love that you can talk and I just don't get it.
I'm sorry.
I love
podcast.
that I can hear it twice and I still
And it still doesn't make any sense to you. he's got a comprehension
No, I got
issue,
you.
man.
I have
go
a- I have a
slow.
talking issue.
No,
Sorry,
no,
you
no,
guys.
no,
No,
know
you
me
do really well.
You do
No,
well
no,
with the
I mean,
talk.
but
I'm done.
You need a podcast.
Forgive no.
You do.
I have yours. That's
You
why
need
I
a
come
show,
ransack
man. You got to
this
be a
well.
regular.
Yeah. That's
I
what he
mean-
wants a residency.
Yeah, I
once a
want a
month.
residency.
We need you once a month.
Once a month.
Let's
Book
Can
it.
we talk numbers?
I
Book it,
honestly
Can we
would
talk
love to do this every
compensation?
week.
Yeah, right?
Like, I don't
Oh,
even care.
stop.
Me
Just
too,
have
man.
fun.
I
No,
know.
I'll
It's
get-
the best. It's
I'll
the
get
best.
humped by you once a week. That'd be
Yeah,
great.
man.
Dude, that was really beautiful. That's gonna stick with me in like a very loving
Really?
way. That was really nice. I felt loved.
Why?
But
Dude,
yeah,
thank you for coming out today.
thank you for having
Thank
me.
you, man.
I appreciate
Any
it so
any
much.
final terms you like to describe?
anything you want to hit on?
Why are we wrapping
You know-
up or something?
I don't know, are we?
Yes,
Oh wow! All right.
I think. Right?
I don't. Yeah, sure. What? It's your show.
Right?
It's your show, coach. You know, like, whatever.
Depends what you bring to the table.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, what do you want?
I got my JFK stuff out, and let's
All right.
wrap it.
Fair enough. Fair enough. So,
You'll be back next
so
month.
that's all that matters.
Yeah,
Dave got
yeah.
his JFK.
I got
You
my-
want- you
got
said
my
what you
piece.
need to say. You know. I'm like, hey, Mike, can I ask you something personal?
Holy shit.
I mean, now we're talking about business.
that was a smooth
Thanks, man.
exit.
Smooth.
That was good, man.
Can I ask you a personal question?
Yeah.
Like, just because I haven't seen you in a while and we're just here talking,
I'll
No.
tell you.
how does it feel to be in love?
Oh,
How does it feel? Can I just say, before you answer that, I just want to say, I'm like really happy for you, and I love
Thanks,
you,
man.
and it makes me so glad.
Thank you, dude.
And I saw all the cute photos that you posted. And
Oh,
it's just really cute, and it's
thanks,
lovely.
man.
I'm glad.
It feels like love. It feels like the best thing about living. You know,
Love that.
I just feel like I'm whole. Feel like I'm me 110%, and I got a partner for the rest of my life.
bam.
Wow.
And that's how it feels.
Wow.
That's love.
Truly.
That's love.
That heavy.
When you know, you know.
Wow.
That's that song.
If you don't know,
I'm
now
so
you
happy
know.
to hear.
No, that's a different song.
Great song.
Great song. Both great songs.
I'm very happy to hear that, man.
Thanks,
And
man.
I'm happy for
Thanks.
both of you guys. It's a beautiful thing, man.
Thank you.
Thanks,
We
man.
gotta
It's a
find.
beautiful
We
thing.
gotta find. Now we could both be wingmen.
Yeah.
Walter, we're
For
gonna
what?
find someone.
No, I'm all right, guys.
No, we're gonna take you out.
All right, we're
be like,
I'm fine.
Come meet our
now
boy.
we get
Come meet our boy.
Solar ejection master flare.
Tell her about the solar ejectors.
My guy Walter's got a huge solar ejection, dude.
Wait till you see his solar
Wait till you
ejectors.
see his Wait till you see his Chrono Maximus.
Dude, we're gonna be the best wingmen for you
beer
ever.
over your entire mic.
All the-
Man, I
all
was
the women
this
are gonna
close.
leave,
It
man.
almost came out of my nose.
All the women are gonna.
No,
We're gonna be the best wingmen for you.
I don't.
The best.
I'm good, fellas. I
Gosh.
don't know. It's not that I don't. It's not that I wouldn't be honored to have you.
You
both
know
as
it too.
my guys.
You know
Why
it.
can't we just go out and just have a good time?
We will.
Oh, we will, and we're gonna
We're gonna
find.
turn it up.
Nah, I don't.
We're gonna
Why?
crank it.
I'm.
Whoa!
Maybe I don't.
Whoa.
What if I don't want to be cranked, bro?
Oh, you're gonna
What if I
get
just-
cranked.
Yeah, crank,
No,
dude.
no, I'm
Dude,
good.
your new name is Chrono.
Check out our boy.
Your new name is Chrono, dude.
Talk about
That's Chrono. That's my guy Chrono.
Quartz King Chrono.
Dude, Walter Chrono.
Chrono.
Kazmier, man.
Oh.
Holy shit.
You know when you said
That's
it,
sick.
he was so close to getting by without us stopping him,
Yeah.
but he tried to speed
You
through
heard
it.
me. You heard me try to speak. through
Yeah,
it.
we
Like,
Yeah.
I was-
caught. He caught.
was
You're like,
doing-
yeah, like end of the. I was like, hold on.
He was like,
doing
damn it.
I was doing the thing where I was following my brain and I was speaking it out loud,
Yep.
which I shouldn't do.
No,
actually,
you
at this
have
point.
to. That's
Yep.
why you're
No,
here.
but I shouldn't do that.
That's
Nah,
why
that's
you're
why
here.
we- and
that's why we get a bump.
And that's why I love you.
That's
I
why
love-
you
so don't
create a
stop doing
bump.
it.
Thanks, bro. I love you too.
So don't stop doing
Yeah,
it.
but who wants to hear? Like, you know what I'm saying?
We all do. Trust me. I want to hear it, and that's what matters.
I want to hear too.
Well, I love you guys. That's why I'm here.
Thank you. Man.
No, I'm good. I'm
Man,
gonna bask
that
in
was
your guys'
fucking
love.
great, man.
That's a beautiful thing.
Thanks.
That was fucking
It's a
great.
beautiful thing. So happy for you.
Thank you.
All right, time to leave.
Why are you looking at him like you're gonna shoot him? He's like this. He's
Trying
like,
to
I'm
JFK
so
me.
happy for you. He's getting his dead
you're,
eyes.
You're giving me dead eyes.
No.
And I'm looking at
I'm
him.
looking at you. Watch him.
I'm
saying,
giving him
I'm
smiles, but I'm
giving him
noticing
smiles
you
and
just
love,
like
man.
death stare me. I'm just like
What do you mean death staring?
trying to match your energy. I'm like, all right, bro, chill. You
I
know,
was death staring you.
avert
I
your
was
gaze.
wa-
I couldn't
pal.
see. I couldn't
I
see
was
anything.
watching.
It was pretty heavy, dude. It was like
Yeah.
this.
That's how you were looking at
No,
him.
you were looking at
No,
me
he
that
was
way.
smiling
No,
at me.
no,
He was
no.
smiling.
I was
at me.
smiling at you.
until you turned.
But
He
you
said,
were just like
he
this.
was like,
You're
I
just-
love
See, when you're looking away, I got your back. I'm watching him while you're looking away.
Oh,
When people around you, I'm watching them watch you. That's a
What?
that's a best
That's
friend.
crazy.
He's very considerate.
That's a
Holy
homie, man.
That's a
shit.
homie.
I got your six.
That's a
man.
homie and a half.
thanks, dude.
Homie and a half.
I'd never let someone crank your chrono, bro, without you knowing.
Without you knowing.
Dude, I can't wait. This episode is gonna be Chrono.
Chrono.
It's gonna be awesome.
Dude, are you serious?
That's
Well,
so good.
You're not
man.
moving though, are you? You're like,
Wait.
you're staying here.
No,
What do
he's
you
staying
mean?
here.
What do you mean?
She's
Oh,
We don't have to talk about that. I don't want to like.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I mean,
we'll
you could
see
say-
what happens.
All right.
What's that levitation thing?
Acoustic levitation.
She's gonna
The
acoustic
didgeridoo.
levitation her ass over here.
I'm gonna didgeridoo
Do
her.
the spider thing.
Hey, dude,
Do the spider thing, dude.
cut that out. You're way too early for
Do
this.
the spider stuff. You remember I told you?
Oh, did you hear
Do the
about
spider
this?
thing.
That was really interesting. Spiders they float. It's like the craziest
What?
shit. They're like on a little string balloon of web, and they're just like pew.
So they're
Really?
They're webs. It's called ballooning.
Fucking balloon.
It's an actual term. It's called ballooning.
Look.
And they found it out
Now, don't talk
sailor
about what
times.
you do in the bedroom.
in sail.
Oh.
It's nothing to do with the bedroom. Nothing to do with the bedroom. Could be possibly if you're into spider stuff. I'm not, but
Do you guys want to get into bedroom stuff?
no. So
So they grab this and they
Hey,
kind of
hey,
float.
how come when you look it up, there's just pet toy spiders, huh?
They
Why are
make-
there googly eyes on spiders?
they
when you
make
look that
their
up?
webs into a balloon type of thing, and the electromagnetism in the air carries them so they can actually fly.
Electromagnetism.
Yep.
Ballooning.
Oh yeah, the electromagnetism is what pulls them up.
Really?
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like they just let
Now,
their-
I feel
Let
like
it go.
you would know this. Why are there sometimes you're randomly walking around in the open, and there's just a hanging caterpillar or something? Or
Oh,
spider.
floating down from a tree.
Yeah, no, not even from a tree, just from the air.
That
they
I
do the
don't
same
know.
thing.
Same thing.
If you're saying in the middle of the sky with no
Yeah, it's just
branch right now,
floating, kind of.
they're just floating. It's possible if they're in that they are able to silk.
Doesn't it seem like you would know?
That's
Yeah,
how they,
he would know.
They're able to silk. It's
Do you
the
have
same thing.
beehives at home?
I wish I did. I want to be a beekeeper in the worst way.
Yeah.
I
Now,
really
when
do.
you take
I
off the
do.
mask, do you have bug eyes?
Chrono, when you remove your mask,
Chrono is my Pleiadian
Oh,
name.
God.
Please refrain.
Shit.
whoo,
Yeah.
could you take any form or did you choose this one?
Do you have 8 legs?
Of course I chose. Do you have any legs?
You have 8 legs? Dude.
Oh shit!
Maybe.
My God, Walt.
I'm having so much fun.
Give us something back.
much
Come
fun.
on. Come on.
What do you want?
Yeah, make fun of us.
Come
man.
on,
I feel
come on,
bad
give
after
us
a while.
some-
I feel like I
I
wanted
feel
to
bad
ask you
after a
guys
while.
something
Come-
this time too.
Oh,
Like, I wanted-
please.
Just like a fun question. You guys always have fun questions for me, and you ask me things about floating insects, and I just sound like a jerk. I don't know. I want to ask you guys something.
Ask us something.
What does Dave look like?
Dave, what
Yeah.
do you look like?
What do I look like?
Have you seen Dave with?
What if I'm really little and just a little thing, like Men in Black when the little thing is controlling?
Do you know what Dave looks like? Dave
Oh,
looks
look
like fucking Santa when he's 80 years retired.
Or he's up and coming.
Fuck, man.
He's up and
Upcoming
You know
Santa.
what I mean? He's like.
Stop laughing at us. Stop laughing at us.
This is when Santa's in his
It's like-
cool. You
Santa-
know,
Santa's-
It's Santa when
You
when he
know?
starts a podcast.
yeah, he had a podcast. He's just a cool guy who walks
Santa
around.
drinking beer.
He wears backwards hats,
Yeah.
snapbacks.
Santa on the come up.
Yeah, man.
That was good. Hey,
Santa on the come up.
that
you know
was
what I mean?
good.
Like
That
you're
was-
just
you got me.
there.
You got me, bro.
And the universe
What's Mike?
is preparing you. What's Mike preparing for?
Yeah.
Like what?
Who is he?
You're not gonna like it.
I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. Do it.
Come on, man.
I was gonna say the next Elon Musk or something.
Oh,
Dude,
Yeah,
that actually hurts
you know
me a
what?
lot.
Elon Musk.
Really? You don't like him?
I fucking hate Elon Musk.
Yeah.
He's
I hate
Elon
that
Musk
guy.
without the tism, though, bro. He didn't get the good. You know what I'm saying?
The tism's a great part though.
I know. That's what I'm saying. he's Elon without.
No,
the
I just
bank account.
picture you you could wear really. I picture you in a really well put together black suit with a black turtleneck and these really cool Prada designer sunglasses and that.
Where I go on stage and it's awkward. I'm like, I am becoming.
Oh no!
Would that be
And
me?
you do that thing with the.
I go,
I'm not gonna do it. Don't do it. Don't do it, Mike.
I can't do it.
Fuck.
My heart goes out
My heart goes out.
to all of you.
Jeez, what a terrible decision. dude.
No,
I think he
man.
was just making fun of everybody. Honestly,
You think it was a
Absolutely.
troll?
I think
He is the biggest troll. He's
yeah, he's a
always
big
been,
troll.
and he knows everybody's already
You
saying.
see what people
I'm-
are doing to the
you know.
Teslas right now,
That's a
Yeah.
whole.
bro?
I mean, that's just not cool, man. These are poor people just buying cars.
just vandalizing
You know what I
everyone's
mean?
cars.
It's just a car. It's
It's insane,
I
and
get
he's
it,
not.
But
Yeah, I don't get it.
I don't agree with that
That's-
because you're
that's
endangering
nutty.
people.
I
You're
saw a dude-
endangering.
ripping poop out of his butt and smearing it.
See, like that's a problem with a person, you know? what I mean?
Like
that's-
taking shovels of poop out of his
That's
backside.
disgusting.
But dude,
That's disgusting.
the Teslas have cameras, so they're recording all
I
of
know,
it.
that's-
Everyone that attacks the car, they're getting
Listen,
recorded. But this dude walked up.
All right, let me ask you something.
Who are you? Who are you?
It has to be assumed that
You're sick.
the most. Well, I mean, listen, we all got our shit.
No,
right?
not like
Listen,
that.
hold on,
Dude, I would put the
But
shit in the door handle. Or there was no door handle.
No, you can't get to it.
You have to assume.
Nice
like,
try.
Would you guys ever? Is there?
Mikey's on one of them. Like
Is there?
There's a video of me just pissing on it.
Would you guys? Is there anything that could happen?
No. Let me answer the question.
Oh.
No.
Okay. So most people, we're going to say hypothetically, right? That as far as people, the person is not going to go to that extent.
No.
Obviously, this is an instance of
You're a sicko.
people
Dave,
will
if
take
something-
on what they're told of terms.
Go
If
ahead.
something happened
Go ahead.
that really got you mad.
Like what, dude?
Like I don't know.
Like someone got into an office that I don't have no control. What am I gonna do?
Yeah, dude.
Right. So if it's
Trump got another 4 years.
Yeah.
but it's like it's one of those instances if you
It is
Now I feel better.
it is crazy. It is.
I don't know.
I did my job.
You did great. You
You did nothing. You got a lawsuit. That's all you got.
I mean,
fool.
it's you know what it is though. It's just look, at the end of the day, I don't know. Like people are just angry,
People need to get punched in the mouth. Period.
right? But people also want to punch in the mouth, and there's
I think
no way
Elon
to
Musk
do
should be
it.
punched
Give
in the
and
mouth, too.
receive.
People are very angry, and it's just
Everyone should be.
It's a projection. Everyone what?
Everyone should be at some point.
What?
Like that's
Everyone
the
should
dude
be
with the
punched in the
poop
mouth.
and the smear never got punched in the mouth. There's no way.
Absolutely not. But he also that's probably shit. Like
I don't know, bro.
psychological.
I-
to that point.
You
That's
call
just
it
a
what you
gross thing to do. You just that's not something
disgusting.
you're like, hey, this is my plan.
Bro,
You know, like
imagine you
that's
just bought a
know what I'm
car.
saying? Like that's
Imagine you
that's a
bought a
difficult go. You know.
If someone shit on my car,
Bro.
I'd run into some building. I run into the first building I saw. Like, I don't care.
Realest shit ever.
That's it. I'm just gonna run into a building. What are you gonna do there,
as
Mike?
far as it
I'm
goes.
just running in there.
I'm drooling. I'm drooling. I'm
Find a
fucking
building.
drooling.
I'm gonna find a building.
Oh God.
That's it.
God. Wayward Kin's out in Dallas.
Hell yeah.
dude.
28th.
Hell
Get
yeah.
your tickets if you haven't yet. Archer
Holy
City,
shit.
25th, 26th. Go get your
great.
tickets. Link in the description, Mike. Thank you.
Yep, it'll be there.
Beautiful. Congratulations
Thanks, buddy.
to everybody, to you, the whole team. That's
Dude, Walter's gonna
amazing,
come
man.
for the screening here.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I'll be here. I'm gonna try to make it out to Texas too.
No,
if
no,
I,
no,
if
no.
I
Dude.
can, dude. If I can. He
No,
doesn't
wait
want
for,
me.
no.
That was a Mike. Shut up! I don't want Walt to come. He's gonna make me look bad. That's what that was. That's what that was.
He doesn't leave Jersey.
That's what that was.
This dude does not leave. First of all, he can't. The sun changes. There's time
Yeah, how many
difference. He
how
can't
many
get
lists are you on?
That's what it is, bro. Who's contacted you?
Wait, are you in the CIA?
You know what? Never mind. I'm not gonna go anywhere.
If you were in the CIA, you couldn't even tell us what you know.
Maybe
couldn't.
this is
No.
Maybe you would
Dude.
you would
Holy
misdirect
shit. You
us.
see how he's sweating now? Because
Yeah.
we found out his secret name's Chrono.
Yeah, that's why you got nervous.
You see?
You got a
see
little
that?
frazzled, huh?
What?
You got frazzled. when
Yeah.
we
By
found
the
your
by
name.
Chrono?
Yeah,
it
yeah,
did.
Project Chrono, huh?
Made me feel a little.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
you're Project Chrono.
Yeah. Protocol. He's Protocol Chrono.
Oh shit, you dropped that too. You
This is gonna be the episode. Protocol Chrono. That's the episode, dude. Dude, next time you come, I'm
This is like
drinking
Valiant
beer.
Thor. You guys ever hear that one?
Yeah.
Next time I'm
dude.
drinking beer
Oh,
with you
man.
guys.
Hell yeah.
That's what that was.
Hell yeah.
That's what
What?
it reminds me of. Valiant Thor.
Oh yes,
Yeah, that's
yeah,
what it
yeah,
reminds
yeah,
me of.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you know. But it's a good one.
I want beer next time.
We
This
will.
is
We
bullshit.
We will, dude. Next time. I'm sorry that you know
It's
what? I'm not
this-
going to drink anymore.
It's too late. You're
I'm gonna
halfway through the
revert back
can.
to
You're halfway through the can.
Honestly,
Yours
I'm
is
gonna
gone.
revert back.
it's so
What
good.
do you mean, honestly? Bro, that's so
Honestly?
messed up, man.
Yeah, I'll-
It tastes
don't
like
look. Don't look.
piss.
That's what I want. Oh man, fuck. Even the gulp sound. So thirsty. I've been drinking all day.
What else do you have, dude? What else you got, man?
It's such a damn, damn, bro. You almost lost it. You almost lost it. Give us your chords.
I knew you were.
Give us your
Would
chords.
be so
No,
excited
no,
about the gulp
no,
sound. I
no.
wouldn't.
It was a good gulp sound,
I
man.
would have. I would have refrained from letting it happen. You
I
want
have,
my chords? You
um,
can have my chords.
Don't know.
You want to hold on to it
We're
for a
good.
little
We're
bit?
good. We're good.
I recently charged it on the full moon eclipse.
Stop.
You charged it?
Yeah.
Stop.
What do you do? How do you charge it?
Don't worry about it.
See, you can't say it and then not. Okay, listen. I'm pulling on one of these cards.
What is that?
We can go into vulnerable, we can go into mindfuck, or we can go into intimacy.
How are you guys feeling?
We're asking you.
Yeah, you're
'cause
the
that's what we
guest.
Why- you gonna throw
do
this on
for a
me?
podcast.
Don't ask me. Surprise me.
Get your damn fingers on
Pick a
one,
card,
dude.
any card.
Picked intimacy? Of course he did.
Interesting.
Mike's uncomfortable.
For how long do you hang from the ceiling?
Wow.
Wait, what?
From how long do you hang from the ceiling?
That's not what the.
Is it a full 8 hours or is it like
Yeah, do you?
Yeah, I tried for.
Do you get dizzy?
I tried for full eight.
does the blood come out of your eyes?
How do you express yourself when you're angry?
Ooh.
Interesting. I've never
It's a
seen
good
Walter
question. Me
angry.
neither.
question.
Me neither.
Good question.
Do you go like, gosh darn it?
Ooh, they better watch out. I'm gonna show them.
Do you
And then I charge my crystal in the moonlight.
wait till the next full moon and I got you?
She'll never do this again.
Oh, God,
You're
you guys-
lucky it's a crescent. Oh man, I'm sorry, dude.
Oh,
I'm
my
fucking
God.
sorry.
dude.
I'm sorry, man.
Go ahead, Walt. I'm sorry, man.
You're lucky it's daytime.
You guys really need to pursue voice acting for like cartoons, like 90s, like it was like Part Goku meets. It was so good. I don't even know.
Oh man. Oh, sorry, Walt.
what was
No,
the
that was
question?
awesome. That was fantastic. Glad I would sound that way. That was that great.
I'm sorry, man.
Sorry, bro.
No, what are you
I'm
sorry
sorry.
about? It's good.
Sorry.
I just have to pee now.
I feel bad.
That was great.
No, truly, what happens?
Oh my God. What?
How do you
True.
express your
Oh
anger?
yeah,
man?
that's what we're talking about. Sorry, that was great, guys. You guys did so good. That was fantastic.
You bring it out of us, dude.
Yeah,
You
you
bring
really
it out
do.
of us,
You
dude.
really do, man.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Thank
I'm
you.
glad. That makes me happy. I don't know. Honestly, it's probably like really unhealthy, but I actually isolate. I get very quiet.
No bueno.
Not good.
Not good.
Well, I mean, it's one of those things that eventually comes out in how would you say, like productive ways, creativity. Certainly in that instance, writing. You know, certainly. So it definitely finds its way.
In like a spiteful way, and like I'm gonna show them.
No. In a expressive way, like in
Yeah,
like
let me channel
understanding.
this into something.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you have to get real quiet and isolated for a time.
Well, the reason being is because it is, I think inherently and naturally, although it's never actually happened, I do. I think it can be reactionary, especially if it's like very visceral, angry. But I don't like to react because I don't think that's. So I think it's more of like a, hey, I'm going to give this space and just like be angry, like just going to be with myself and be angry. And let it kind of like chill.
Can I ask you a personal question?
Of course.
When you're alone, is there words coming out of your mouth? Is there expressions at all? Or is it just literally you're standing in silence or sitting in silence or
It's probably
numbing or
no, probably no words. Probably just smoking a cigarette
smoking a cigarette?
and just like chilling with it.
So you're not numbing it out. You're like feeling it?
No. But that's my point.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like certainly, it is allowing it to be felt.
Right.
But I'm not reacting. I'm not allowing myself to react to the circumstance of being angry. You know
I
what
feel like that's pretty mature.
I think so. I like to think so. I mean, it's certainly younger years, it wasn't that way. It was certainly more of like, hey, I can intellectually understand why I'm angry, so it doesn't matter. I don't have to process it.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah, it's awful. It gets
good.
you in a very bad spot. But it's definitely in that instance because, you know, reactionary in that. But I'm not, as you guys know me, I'm not it takes a lot, first and foremost, to get me angry. Like that, I will say that. It does take a lot for me to be actually angered, and it takes like a significant amount.
Right.
Like very real reasoning where I can't even comprehend, you know, anything. Because initially, right away, I like, again, non-reactionary, but almost kind of like, okay, just chill. Gonna assume positive intent. Yeah. Whatever the case, let it be, you know, come back to it. Tomorrow's another day. Right. You know, let me process this and then be able to respond accordingly to it, you know. But, but I don't know. Personally, it takes a lot for me to get to that point. Got you. To begin with. What about you guys?
How do you process your anger, dude? How's it come out? What do you do? You definitely say, I'm going to show them. That's a Mikey thing.
I'm going to give them a piece of my mind. My Mikey minds. I go,
I'm going to go to Uniqlo, get a whole new wardrobe, and then I'm going to...
You'll see how cool my shoes are. I'm going to get a haircut, too.
See my fade. They're going to really... They messed up when... I'm going to get them.
Really scuffs my shoes.
Sorry, Mike. We got to do it, man.
I love it.
Dude, it feels
we got to have
you guys,
fun.
it makes me happy.
We got to have fun.
No, if you guys, it's fun. It's really fun.
We're talking about some hard stuff, man. We got to lighten the mood a little.
I feel like you give your mic face.
Oh, yeah, he does.
I feel like that. I feel, if I may.
What's the mic face?
Just to get you started.
Give us a
the
mic
one
face.
you gave to me for the first 9 months
that's
of knowing me.
That face, dude.
That was where we spoke about.
Really?
We touched that on
What's my mic
the last
face?
episode.
It's just...
Is it this?
Yeah, hit us with it.
100%.
Yeah,
that's
it's
the
like
one.
that.
But it's less intentional. There's less emotion on your face.
Like if you say hi to me.
Hey, dude.
What's up?
No.
It's,
You're too...
It was close to the first one. It's
you
almost
can't
like,
lie about it. Hey, what's up, man? Why are you pursing your lips, though, when you do it? That's not how he does it. No, he doesn't.
He does that. Just watch.
Didn't answer you at all.
That's more like it, though.
But that's what it is. It's like dead eyes, but they're wide.
Do it to me. Do it to
And
me.
it's stern.
Do it to me. Do it to me.
Yo, Dave. Hey, Dave. What's up? It's not that dramatic. It can't be that dramatic.
That's you. You just like, you have no time.
Yeah.
That's what you.
But is that
I act
anger?
busy.
Is that
You are-
anger?
I don't know if it's anger.
No, anger's different. Anger's
But
like
I feel like
I think
that's where
it's
it starts.
You know what it is? It's
because-
indifference.
indifferent. That's what it is.
It
I have
becomes
zero
just
time
indifference.
for your life.
Fair
Not
enough.
even that. It's not even that.
Zero care.
I don't even think it's that. I think it's I just don't care.
That's it.
Right.
Just
Right.
I don't care.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm in a state of I don't care right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you do with your anger? What happens when
I
Mikey's
think anger's tough for me too. I don't really get angry that much. You know? I think I try to
Well, you definitely baby oil everything. We know that.
What?
Definitely what?
That's the first thing you do is
Baby oil?
get in front of the computer with the baby oil.
Oh, you did say baby oil. I thought I just
What?
heard that.
We know that's certainly what you do first. I'm angry, so I'm
No, I don't
gonna
do that.
get over your place.
That's Mike's
like a-
angry
Holy
laugh.
shit.
That's his angry laugh?
It's like a P. Diddy party in the pantry.
Whoa, man.
I just been there. I visited. I've seen your place. I know your habits. We've been around each other 7 years, 8 years, 9 years.
What?
What?
You get angry, you go to the computer, you take care of it.
I opened the shades a little bit. Only you get that. Only you understand what I mean.
Guys, it's a bit. Would you go along with it? Yes,
going along
and
with it.
yes,
I'm
and.
Well, I don't want to be Diddy.
No, you're Diddy in this one, man.
No, I don't want to be Diddy.
Come on, man.
I refuse. I refuse to be Diddy. Now this is where I draw the line. I'm done.
Yeah, that's it. That's your line.
It's a good stance.
You will not be
I
diddy.
like when
man.
you guys say I like go to Uniqlo, you know.
That's
Get a new
that you're cool with.
outfit.
That
That's
you're
I
cool
like.
with. You
I don't
like
want to
the
ditty. I don't like when I'm angry. I go jack off. That's what I don't like. I don't like that.
Oh.
You don't like that you do that, or are you
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that about me.
We seem to have hit a nerve here. We seem to have hit a nerve.
You say you watch me. I don't like that.
That's more Diddy than anything, to be honest.
True.
Oh.
I tend to bottle up back in the day, but not anymore.
Good for you.
Thanks, man.
Good for you.
You don't.
I think now it's
You process.
I'm able to process pretty well.
Do you hit things?
The last time I got mad was that guy that hit my car.
Oh, yeah, you got
That
out
was
of the
last
car.
time.
But you got out of the car.
I get reasonable. I get out the car and I'm like, I'm about to kill you. Simply
reasonable.
I'm gonna kill you if you step at me.
Fair enough.
Step out.
And even I didn't
Do you
it.
kind of? I don't want to invite this.
Yes,
on
I
the
want
internet.
to destroy someone.
I don't invite this on the internet. Do you ever wish like we're together and like we're out? Like, this dude's like, "Hey, motherfucker."
Oh,
You ever wish that?
And then we just brawl.
Yeah.
I do kind of.
Do you ever have that in you? I don't want to. I don't want to invite that kind of energy. But
I'm
there's
waiting
a
for,
part
like-
of me that's like that would be nice to feel.
Yeah.
You want to fight?
Like if we were at
That's a
the story when we were
manifestation.
at White Manna, like if those dudes went behind you and were like, dude,
I was ready.
they're
that
like,
day.
get the fuck out of here.
I was so ready that
You'd
day.
immediately just,
you-
you'd unload.
You wanna we should start a fight club. That's what this means. What happened at White Manna? Throw it down.
No, it's too much.
It's a long story.
It's a long.
We were there. It's
For
just, the
5
place
hours.
is this big. The place is the whole place
How many
is this
burgers
big.
did you guys eat?
The place is smaller
3.
than this, honestly.
That's it?
Yeah,
5 hours. I would have had like 17.
bro. No, there's no one taking orders. The dude that's cooking is taking the orders.
There's no sizzle.
There's no order to anything. So people just jump in front of you and there's 6 like
We're getting mad.
Canadians.
I get it now.
There's
I
a
feel
Canadians
There's a bunch of
horseshoe
Canadians.
blocking us out of the thing.
Yeah.
They keep ordering. And
They
get
order
a phone call
over and
they
over,
order
and they're
again.
taking care
and
of
then
them
wait,
over
she
and
wants
over.
more stuff. Go order more.
Yeah.
And we're standing there like I'm at the point
Yeah,
where I'm like, who's gonna stop this?
And no
You know?
one's doing anything.
No one's doing
No
anything.
one's ordering except for them.
Except for them.
No one else is doing
and
anything. Everyone's just
even the
standing
cook
there
is
looking.
like, "Wow, Canada, tell me more."
Yeah.
and they're like having this great conversation. I'm like,
And
"We've been here for an
And the
hour."
best thing, the guy in front of Dave keeps bumping into him.
Yeah, he's backing up into me. I'm like, "Bro."
Oh,
so I just started going
On the back
on
of
his ear.
neck?
Yeah, on his
Oh.
neck and his ear.
You
Sicko.
just got to sneeze.
I
like
think
the
he
10
wanted
sneeze. Oh my god.
it. It was just weird, man.
That's well. That's
You been there?
frustrating
You know
as
the
hell.
place.
I know White Man.
Yeah,
absolutely.
It's like a cubicle.
not worth
you're
it.
standing.
Never
I've
go.
never had that
Fuck
experience.
that place.
Ugh, never
had
again.
that
I'll
experience.
never
It's
go
awful.
back. I'll
Place
never
to
go
kick
back.
rocks.
See, in circumstances like that, I just leave.
No, see,
I'm just like, I don't
can't
have
leave. Like
I don't
that.
have the patience for.
This is where
any of
my
the-
anger doesn't process like your guys'
Yeah.
anger.
Well, see, I don't even.
This is how we're different, right? Me and you guys.
I will say, in that moment, I felt like I was very cool with watching the meltdown. I was like having fun watching it
I
all.
was burning.
Dave was about to kill
I
someone.
was burning.
So it was fun to like to try to control.
It's the
it all.
Italian thing.
You-
I'm
but
so stereotypical.
I'm
in that
gonna
way.
I'm gonna align with you on this, and I'm empathizing.
You've seen me
100%.
angry too one time.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
But
yeah. We're not
I
talking.
feel the same anger from you. I think I did. Like I would leave because I know my temperature is already rising.
But that's so smart.
Where it's like
so
this
intelligent.
is, but it's when it's not an intelligence. It's just like, like I don't know where that.
Walter's
anger
gonna
will
wind
lead.
up and punch.
I don't know. Yeah, just like that. That's what it looks like actually. 3 times.
Here it
3
comes.
times. That's how you know it's a big one. That's how you know it's a big one. 3 times. Wow.
This is gonna hurt, boys.
But it's I get, you know what it is? I get my anger resolves to being so viscerally frustrated by stupidity.
You're
so-
the same in that way.
The more that I do everything I can to alleviate myself from incompetence and stupidity.
Smart.
If I don't, then I know I'm going to be angry because it's incompetent and stupid.
I get caught.
So I just, okay, I'm going to go eat somewhere else.
It's smart. I get caught in. I need to right this wrong now.
But
So it just is friction constantly because I can't.
Right.
Unless I'm forcibly going to change everyone in the room.
right, but if you do that, then you're going to have to go and punch every
Woo,
single
woo,
person.
and I'm in jail. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
it's,
that's-
it's,
but what's
it's the
what
wrong
is that-
track to be on, but that's the way I'm wired. currently.
But I think,
But I'm working out of it. But I'm getting better. But Davey's getting better. But Davey's finding God and getting more religious, and
Yeah.
he's finding that other people. You have to love your brothers and sisters, and everyone's a brother and sister, and I got to treat them accordingly, and that I'm the sick one. If I'm thinking that way, feeling that way, and trying to right wrongs, quote unquote. I'm not God. I can't do that. That's helping me. Don't change my mind.
I listen. I think it's something you should be very proud of. First and foremost, I'm going to be like, seriously, I'm going to commend you for that.
Thanks, dude.
Because I mean that. Because it's not something to think like, oh, I'm sick and this is what happens. You have a strong sense of justice.
I guess.
You do.
Yeah,
you have a strong sense.
I have a blind loyalty like a
You
dog.
have a strong sense of right and wrong.
I agree.
And respect and lack thereof.
Yeah, that.
And the way things should work and the way they don't.
I do.
And it makes you furious. And I'm only speaking from complete and utter empathy, like I'm telling you. It infuriates you that there is a disconnect between the way things could be
In that situation,
and
it was
the way things they should be.
in that situation
that's right.
specifically as a case study.
Yeah.
You're right, because it was a lack of respect for the people behind you.
Absolutely.
That's where I was going crazy.
You're looking at it from a place that you're in the service industry. We've all been there. So you know what they should be doing because you're a considered individual who would manage the circumstance in this way to ensure fairness and justice for all.
It's a common decency thing.
It's a
for
common
everyone.
decency, but it's not common. Same thing as common sense.
I like that.
It's not common.
I like that.
That's
Now
a clip.
you're
That's a
speaking.
clip. Keep
Now
going.
you're speaking.
Keep going and keep talking because this is the clip you're about to hit on it. Go ahead. This is the
literally
clip
what
that's a
it is.
viral clip.
Right. So common courtesy, same as common sense, not common.
Mm-hmm.
So to have the expectation that things should be way is unrealistic.
Boom.
Shoulda, coulda,
You're
woulda,
right.
Shoulda, coulda,
Sell
woulda,
that to my
can't
dad.
be done. What'd you say?
Sell that to my dad.
Dad, this
Listen, I'm not saying that this like, oh, this is what you should do. Because again, shoulda, coulda, woulda. Like it's not even an insistent. But to deny the fact that that's the way to deny reality is to cause yourself pain. That's really, it's to cause frustration. There's the idealist, which I believe most of us are. A lot of, you guys certainly are idealists. I'm an idealist. But it can be to a fault when you have the shoulda, coulda, woulda of what would be considered common courtesy.
Fair.
Common sense. But that's because you have a strong sense of, again, justice and what's right and wrong with conviction.
Yeah.
In terms of like, it can be this way, so it should be, but that's not the case.
No, it's not the case.
Not the case. And every experience is different. And there's so many variables as to why that would be. You know what I mean? In one circumstance, the individual, as you know, incredibly complex. Variables, what did this person...
You're making me go in that guy's shoes of the dude that was in front of me.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, imagine I was from Canada and like I took a trip to, I was all excited. Took a trip to New Jersey.
Just having a great time.
Yeah, I'm just with my family and like I'm with all these guys I love and I'm sitting at the seat of the White Monitor. It's like a really prestigious place and burgers and I'm excited and we're ordering for our family and wait a second, there's a guy that keeps like breathing on my neck. That's me.
But they may have never also been to New Jersey before.
Don't say New Jersey. I knew you were going to say that.
That was my stutter, Mike. Thanks for pulling it out.
What do you mean?
He's never been to New Jersey.
What do you mean you knew he was going to say that?
I heard it.
Why did you say you knew? I knew you were going to say that.
I heard you say
Because
it.
you're wearing a snapback, bro.
No. He said. I didn't say it. Why'd you say you knew he was going to say New Jersey?
Oh, Jude. I thought you said dude Jersey.
Because we know you have that thing. We won't talk about.
Whoa.
Right, yeah.
Hold up.
No, that's for another.
That
Hold
made it
up.
a lot worse.
No.
What thing?
No, that's another time. That's after the pod.
What thing?
The
Yeah.
the shrine. You know.
No.
What you
meant?
No.
Dude, I'm so confused.
No.
What's going on?
That's the podcast, ladies and
No,
gentlemen.
no, it
You are
is
your
not.
podcast.
It is not. We're
231. Hey, you like Walt? You like
ladies and gentlemen. We are not going anywhere.
You like
until
how
Dave
loose we
completes
are
his
on this
thought.
pod?
Welcome to Protocol
What?
Chrono. Mission advance.
We are not.
We're
Hold up.
hacking the mainframe.
Hold up.
Chrono here.
That's you.
That's me.
Protocol Chrono.
All right. Me wants to know what you're talking about.
No, dude, no.
Right now.
We were having fun.
I know, but like, I want to know. I want to laugh too.
Well, we're
Yeah,
saying
but-
the thing you have.
It's okay.
What's the thing?
You said New Jersey.
I was saying New Jersey,
Oh.
and I
Don't
did the
say that
thing where
anymore.
My mouth
Sure
stuttered.
thing, Vladimir.
Oh my God. We got
Why that name?
We got to close
Like,
on
is that
this.
what you?
Okay, Krosnov.
My fast is ending. We got to end this.
Oh, that's why Dave's hungry.
Yeah,
We
I
gotta
got
stop.
Oh shit! No!
Watch that.
Why can't I get him? Why can't I get him? Shoes. He's so fucking. He's so. Damn it! I couldn't get him, dude.
I'm like a fox.
He went in this defensive position. I couldn't get him, man. Where'd you learn that?
That was good.
Don't worry about it.
Damn,
I told you
man.
it was life
was really
before I met you.
Shit, I couldn't reach him. Final thoughts.
I'm spent because when I talk,
No, you're Sven. That's the podcast.
Love you guys. Like and subscribe. Follow on
like
social
and
media.
subscribe. Until next time.
Until next time, once a month. It looks like we got
Yeah, we
a
need
new
Walt.
residency.
You're
We
coming
got-
back.
If they want, let us.
No,
Let the
you're
viewers
coming.
decide. Let the viewers decide.
I don't care
but-
what they say.
Yeah, we gave up on them a long time ago.
Yeah.
They didn't give.
But we
up on
love
me.
you guys. We love you
Well,
guys.
of
I didn't
course.
give up on
but
you
the,
guys.
but look,
They haven't
the
given up
real
on you.
ones, the real
ones
know.
we fuck with.
The real ones know what we're saying.
And we're here for you guys.
Yeah.
And DM us if you need to talk. Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Mine is Mike. I'm signing up.
My name's Dave. I love y'all. Please be kind to yourself. Please be kind to one another.
Wayward Kin. Look it up. Tickets.
There we go.
Dang, I like that. Thank you, bro.
And we have
welcome.
Chrono.
Thank you.
Chrono Protocol.
That's not going to be my name. Sorry.